Card lines, people, how are you? Hopefully, we are getting things going here. Apologies if you are if you're on eBay right now. We're having technical difficulties, so you're going to want to jump onto YouTube. So if you can find your way over, I think Max is going to let you know that that's what we want to do. But a little bit of technical difficulties that happens sometimes with technology, right? Computers and whatnot. But we're here to open some cards. It's Monday night. If you were thinking like, hey, I'm going to see Marty tonight. There's no Marty tonight. He is out on vacation, and Jeff is out on vacation, and so I am James, and this is my second time breaking, so I'm excited to be here with you guys. We're gonna get through some blasters of Topps Archives, so kind of see what we're gonna go through. There's our Archives blasters. We're gonna get through some blasters of Stadium Club. There we go, and then the grand finale. We're gonna hit these Prospect Edition. Love these things. If you've seen these ripped, they are amazing. So it's pretty good stuff. So we're looking forward to having a great night tonight. Do want to say thank you to everybody for being a part of this. Again, apologize for the connectivity issues. Hopefully we'll see some people in the YouTube chat. So if you're in YouTube right now, let me know. Right now it looks like it's saying my chat is disconnected, Max. So wondering if we've got anything. Maybe there is something going on in there. If we get something in the YouTube chat, we'll know that we're rolling on that. But while we're doing that, we will just talk briefly about the fact that tonight we are going to rip a bunch of cards for you guys. We're going to hopefully hit some bangers for all of you in your different spots. We will be sleeving and top loading a lot of them off screen. So if anybody's wondering about when that's going to happen and what they're going to see, you'll be able to do that. We are going to have a couple of giveaways at the end. So one of the giveaways is going to be these Chronicles packs along with these Select packs. So this is going to be our buyer's givey. And so what we're going to do is if you get first, you're going to get one of the Chronicles packs, and second, and then third and fourth in the buyer. So everybody that bought a spot, your spot will be entered into a Leprechaun race. Those of you that are familiar with card lines, you know that we love to run some Leprechauns, so we'll do that. And then for the hit counter, you're going to run into Chronicles, and Select. And so if you play on our hit counter, which we'll talk about shortly, you'll have a chance to win those as well. So hoping to make sure that we've got the up and running here. Max, can you give me the go-ahead on YouTube at least? Are we solid there?
It looks to be running.
Okay.
I can...
All right, just checking some stuff out here because we don't want to run this without having anybody there, but it seems like we might be up and running on the YouTube, which is good. There we go. Oh yeah, I can see myself on YouTube actually. Which is a strange moment. Okay, let's turn that off before we get weird echoes. Okay, so again, if you can jump in the chat and say hello, we'd love to have that. Anybody that can engage with us, it's a really good time. Last time when I broke, had a great time. We found some great cards in there too. So anybody that can jump into the chat, please share some thoughts with us. Do want to mention to you guys that we've got lots of opportunities for you to get involved with card lines. Go to cardlines.com. There's newsletter information in there you can get involved in. There's YouTube videos you can go to and see. Jesse does a great job of putting out lots of different content. We've got our card lines shop, so you can go and buy some boxes to rip on your own. So find your way to that. That'd be great. But we love when you're a part of these breaks. So breaks are listed on eBay. You guys know that because you bought them. If you're here just kind of enjoying and watching, you know that we list them pretty regularly. There's already some breaks that are up there for Thursday morning and early afternoon. So on eBay, you'll find some breaks there, and we'll continue to list those. So keep an eye out. Make sure you bookmark any shows, and that way you're ready to join us when the time hits. So again, apologies if you're having connection issues. We're going to kind of get ourselves rolling here so we can move forward. So let's start with our schedule. So I want to bring up the schedule so you guys can see that. There is our schedule. So like I said, we're going to start with Archives, about 45 minutes or so. We'll get to our Blasters of Stadium Club. After we hit that, we'll then get into our Panini Prospect Edition. And those, man, so many cards that we have to top load on that one. So we might be at that one for a little bit tonight. But that'll be a good grand finale. We'll cap it off. So that's our schedule. We're going to get into our first break here. So I'm going to get our team list up and running so you guys can see who's got who. Let's get that on the Archives, and then we'll talk hit counter as well. So there is our team list for our Archives break. We're going to get our Archives out here. We are 6 of these blasters. Archive is such a cool product, going across three different years. Lots of different inserts, those pop-ups that are there too. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to run 2 first. So we're going to rip 2 boxes first. Oh, hey, we're live on eBay now. We're rolling. Thank you, J-Joe. I'm assuming that might be, I don't know, I'll call you Jedge. Jedge5887. Thanks for letting us know that we're up on eBay. Again, not sure what happened with connection. The computer's been a little silly here, but so we're gonna go through these archives. Let's list some people out while we get the first couple boxes open. So we're gonna go 2 boxes first, and then once we get through our first 2 boxes, we'll open a third, and then after the third, you'll have a chance to come back and fix your hit counter predictions. So we'll talk hit counter in a second. Just getting a couple boxes open, and then we'll rip the packs. Here's box number 1. It's empty. I know you're looking at it behind a list there, but box number 2. If you guys are watching any sports right now, I know my Brewers are playing currently. They were down 1-0. I know the Cubs were up pretty big on the Angels. I think 6-0, Ian Happ with his 3rd home run of the year already, which is impressive. There's box number 2. And here is our team list while we get these going. So Diamondbacks, John G. Braves are Alan S. The Orioles are Matthew B. The Red Sox are Michael M. The Cubs and the White Sox, JJT, a little sweet home Chicago for JJT. The Reds are Andrew B. Guardians of Dave S. Rockies, JJT. Tom F. with the Tigers. John G. with the Astros. Steve F. with the Royals. Brian F. with the Angels. Brian B. with the Dodgers. Love how many we have first names the same and then things change for the last name tonight. Chip J with the Miami Marlins. Michael L with the Brewers. Go Brewers. The Minnesota Twins are Ken D. So Ken D with the Minnesota Twins. They messaged today just to let us know that they love their Twins. They're big fans of their Twins. So thank you to Ken D for grabbing the Twins. Brian F with the Mets. Tom F with the Yankees. There's our New York grouping. The A's of some location, eventually Las Vegas, James D.E. Not James D, only James D.E. Phillies are Brian F. Dustin W. with the Pirates, James D.O. with the Padres. You can see why I did the D.E. Max R.'s got the Giants. John R.'s got the Mariners. John G.'s got the Cardinals. Tampa Bay Rays are going to be James D.O. And then John R. closes out the end of the alphabet. John R. loves the back end of the alphabet with the Rangers, the Blue Jays, and the Nationals. So, 1 box. I'm going to get that second box kind of stacked up there, and then we'll get going through the cards. While I'm doing that, I'll take the team list off, show you guys the hit counter. So, here's how the hit counter works. You guys have the opportunity to make predictions. Okay? When you make a prediction, it gives you a chance of getting a leprechaun to win one of those free packs at the end of the night. If you're not involved in the breaks, we just need to know an address and information on you so that we can ship to you if you do win one of those. What you're going to do is you're going to pick a pair for this. So we've got teammates that I threw on here. We're going to get Kurtz and Wilson, nice rookies out of the A's. We're going to get Campbell and Meyer, rookies out of the Red Sox. We're going to get Bobby Witt Jr. along with George Brett, going one of the old school teammates on that from Kansas City. And then we're going to go with Ohtani and Sasaki from the Dodgers. And so you're going to pick one of those. You're going to tell us which one you think is going to win, which one's going to have the most in these 6 blasters of those pairings. And any one card counts as one for that. And then you're also going to take a guess at what the total is. So how many total are we going to have across those 4 pairings? We will go through 3 boxes and then let you change up your prediction. So if 3 boxes in, your prediction does not look good, or if one's starting to run away with it, you can fix that. And then once you fix it, that'll lock in after those 3. So feel free to make a hit counter prediction before we actually start looking at cards. And we'll see how people do on that. So that is our hit counter. Max, I'm not seeing anything on the YouTube chat yet. I don't know if you're getting anything live on that, but I'm not seeing anything on the YouTube chat.
Try refreshing.
Just the whole thing?
Yeah, just in the...
Oh, there we go. For all of you that were on the YouTube chat, my apologies. Oh, I just saw an update. Apparently the Brewers are up 2-1 now. So there it is. Look at all the solid chat. Andrew with a prediction on Kurtz pairing up, getting 7 total. The Reds are on a 3-game winning streak. There you go. Yeah, the Reds and Pirates, I think, we're playing today too. Andrew, let me know how that game's going. Contreras hit the 2-run homer. So great to have you guys in here. Yeah, Andrew, thanks for that. Again, for some reason, we were having our issues. So, yeah, Andrew, do you have the Reds in this one? We play? You certainly do. Let's go, Reds. All right. So we're going to get the hit counter off of there. Appreciate you guys making your predictions. Again, you can do that on eBay, or you can do that right on YouTube, which is where we're seeing a lot of you guys right now. So Andrew says Reds 1-2-0. Okay. All right. Good work. All right. Well, let's get this thing started. We're going to start with the Royals. It's not one of our hit counter, but you got to love a little Bo Jackson. There's a guy that just hit a home run, apparently. William Contreras for the Brewers. Got to like that one. There you go, Michael. Byron Buxton. So we will get these black parallels that will come out of these. I don't know if anybody's read about these cards either. There's Byron Buxton with the Twins. But one of the things is they have variations, and the variations are really tough to spot. So if anybody sees a variation and they're like, hey, you got to keep an eye on that, let me know, because it is really weird how they set them up. Ceddanne Raphael. There's Jacob Wilson. We're already hitting the hit counter. Couple cards in, and we've got a Jacob Wilson on that hit counter. Congratulations to the A's, James D.E. Only Cincinnati for Andrew. He stays home. I like that. There's Jacob Wilson. Let's get the Jacob Wilson on the hit counter so I don't lose that. All right, and we're moving forward with one. There's Mookie Betts. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. Dylan Cruz. Solid rookie. I was going to put the Washington pairing of rookies on there too, but I ended up just going with the 4 that I have. There's a nice Dylan Cruz rookie card. Again, some of these I'll sleeve. Some will get top loaded off screen. Some will get sleeved. We'll take care of them for you guys before we ship them for sure. All right, Mark Vientos with the Mets. Dalton Rushing with the Dodgers. Will Smith with the Dodgers. Number of Dodgers cards coming out here. Uh-oh, nice one coming up. Dansby Swanson, and there's a Shohei Ohtani on the insert. That's going to go on the hit counter. Again, nice looking card. Brian B. Anything Ohtani right now seems to be doing well. Like if you can find your way to an Ohtani, that's a good situation. Oh, we got J.J. predicted Ohtani Sasaki in the eBay with that. So there's a good one for that. That helps out. It is a nice looking Shohei. Gotta love that. There we go. Ohtani and Sasaki are on the list. Brian McCann with the Braves. Alex Bregman with Boston. Yeah, so the variation on this is that the team name jumps over to the right and the player's name goes to the left. Again, picking up on that could be tough. Willie Adames, former Milwaukee Brewer. There's Jonathan India with the Royals. Garrett Crochet with the Red Sox. He's got a shot this year at being the Cy Young. I know Tariq Skubal is so good, but Crochet could have that kind of year. There's one of our black parallels. Again, we're going to see those, 4 of them per box. There's Adolis Garcia for the Rangers. There's a Luke Keyshaw, nice rookie for the Twins. So there you go, Ken D. Ken D pulling down a Twins rookie. They love the Twins. That's fantastic. So Luke Keyshaw, we're just putting in there because that's, we got a little love for that. Sweet looking Reggie Jackson card with the A's. There's Zach Veen, rookie for Colorado. Going to go to JJT. Mick Abel, rookie for the Phillies, going to Brian F. The Honus Wagner card for Pittsburgh. Some of these cards, I love how they kind of mix in some of these older players on that. Pete Alonso with the Mets. There's a Paul Skeens with the Pirates. Dustin W. We get down here, Ozzie Albies with the Braves. Francisco Lindor with the Mets. There's a Hank Aaron classic insert right there. I love that. Old school all-star card. Hank Aaron for the Braves. Congratulations on that one to Alan S. Anybody watching the women's Final Four, or excuse me, Elite Eight tonight? trying to get to the Final Four. Love some updates on how those games are going too if you get a chance. Eddie Murray with Baltimore. Oliva for the Twins. There's no twin. Jones for the Pirates. There's the big hurt. Frank Thomas. If you guys were watching the other day, Marty pulled a phenomenal Frank Thomas heavy lumber autograph relic. Really cool looking card. Marty's had a hot hand lately, so you guys might not be that pleased to see me tonight. Billy Wagner for the Astros. There's J-Rod on the black. Next card. Zach Wheeler for the Phillies. Trey Sweeney rookie card for Detroit. There's a Ryan rookie card for the Dodgers. River Ryan. Some of these guys have been prospects for a while. It's cool to see them coming up. So, Rafael Devers for San Francisco. Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks. There's a Miami Marlins rookie card. Javier Sanoja. Congrats to Chip J on a nice rookie card there. There's Chan-Ho Park for the Dodgers. Teoscar Hernandez for the Dodgers. There is a Leo Jimenez for Toronto. That's a rookie card going out to John R. There's a Cam Smith rookie card on the stand-up. Those are cool looking cards. That's one of those inserts that's out there. Congratulations, John G with Houston. It's a nice looking card. I'm going to grab a little thicker top loader for this guy just to make sure that it gets in there. Yeah, you can, you could pop these things up and stand them up if you really want to. I'm not sure you do, but it's a cool looking card. Congratulations. There's Ricky Henderson with the A's, followed by Nolan Ryan, a couple classics right there. Followed by Willie Mays, another classic right there. And then Adrian Del Castillo, that's with the Diamondbacks. That's a rookie card. Jose Altuve with the Astros. Nolan Arenado on the black foil. Nice one for St. Louis. John G with another one. My son was opening a box. Actually, it was one of the bundles from Costco. And he got a Shohei on that pop-up, like the Cam Smith. So that's pretty cool stuff. There's Jackie Robinson, Dodgers. Albert Pujols. Sandy Koufax with the Dodgers as well. Royce Lewis with the Twins. There's those Twins. Dolis Garcia. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge with the Rangers. There's Shane McClanahan on one of our blacks. There's a Cam Smith rookie. I should have thrown Cam Smith on the hit counter. Actually, if I remember correctly, somebody can correct me in the chat. Hey, James, if the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? If I could get to it and there was crackers, absolutely. So, nice Cam Smith. So, yeah, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think Cam Smith was actually a Cubs prospect and then got traded, but I could be wrong there. There's Jorge Posada. I'll ask you the same questions, Jojo. If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? There's Royce Lewis. Adolis Garcia. Ricky Henderson. Some repeat cards for sure. Speaking of the Cubs, there's Kyle Tucker. Selvy Perez with the Royals. That guy is legit. Always liked Selvy. Griffin Conine with Miami. Rookie card. Another Miami rookie. Back-to-back rookies for Miami. Augusto Ramirez. So that's Chip J. Congratulations. Rafael Devers on the insert. Nice. It's not quite Shohei, but it's nice. You would not. Okay. Is there any particular reason you would not eat the moon if it was made of cheese? Don't trust the integrity of the cheese. Don't feel like it would taste good in space. I'm not really sure where you're going with that. Hassel is the rookie card for the Nationals. There's a Nick Kurtz right there, and that'll throw a lead for Kurtz and Wilson on the counter. There's a Nick Kurtz rookie card. We'll throw up a second one there. If you get a chance, by the way, in the chat, give Max a little bit of love. He's back there helping guide me through my second show, so appreciate the work that Max is doing. And I'm still learning my sorting a little bit here, so he's got to deal with I think I've got some decent sorting down, but he's got to deal with some weird sorting that's going through. There's a Rhett Lauder rookie. Nice looking rookie for the Reds. There you go, Andrew. You gotta feel good about Rhett Lauder. Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys get super fired up about him or what that looks like, but I like what Rhett Lauder's got going. I think he's gonna be good. So I'm looking at my YouTube chat seems to be a little bit stagnant again. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Oh, when did he start? When was his first start, Andrew? I should have paid more attention, but I didn't see him on there. There's Angel Martinez, nice rookie for the Guardians. That's Vlad Guerrero for the Blue Jays on that black foil. The Lubob, Louis Robert with the White Sox. Some of these cards. Colt Keith, nice looking card. Solid rookie last year. There's Hines for the Reds. Getting more Reds for you. There's Bobby Witt Jr. That's going to go on our hit counter. Bobby Witt, I'm just going to throw him in a sleeve so I remember, hey, I got to put that on the hit counter. And Bobby Witt and George Brett find their way to 1. There we go. There's TJ Realmuto for the Phillies. Jack Flaherty for the Tigers. Yuri Perez for the Marlins. I have a lot of Yuri Perez prospect cards. I don't know if anybody else has got a bunch of those, but there's Connor Norby with the Marlins, another big Marlins. Marlins have a lot of rookies in this set. Gunnar Henderson with Baltimore. Jackson Jobe on a sweet insert. The Jackson Jobe rookie. That's going to Detroit. That's Tom F. Rhett Lauder started yesterday. Got it. Nice looking Jackson Jobe. There's Freddie Peralta, no longer with the Brewers, now on the Mets. Had a rough first start. There's Brooks Lee. There's the Twins rookie. There you go, Ken D. Little Brooks Lee action. Actually, Brooks Lee's another prospect that I think should probably get more love than he does. Jordan Westberg, Giancarlo Stanton, Chase Petty for the Reds. Finding some Reds cards in here. I don't know if anything huge, but we're finding some Reds. There's a black foil Adames. There's Spencer Strider for the Braves. Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers. There's Marcelo Meyer. We're going to get one of those Boston rookies that we can throw onto the hit counter. Congratulations, Michael M. And the Boston rookies are out there. So we're 2-1-1-1. So 5 total right now. Carl Yastrzemski for Boston. 5 scoreless today for Petty. Nice. There's Rhys Hoskins. Served a good couple of years with the Brewers. Jason Dominguez. That's a prospect that the Yankees still got to be hoping does something. David Festa, rookie for the Twins for Ken D. There's a Jorbit Vivas, rookie for the Yankees. Chase Dollander for the Rockies. There's a Matt Shaw for the Cubs, rookie on the pop-up. That's a nice card, too. If you got the Cubs spot, that's probably what you were hoping for, at least to some degree. So congratulations to JJT with the Matt Shaw on the pop-up. We got Zach Neto, Brian Reynolds, Lopez for the Twins, Gleyber Torres with the Tigers, Caden Dana with the Angels. We're getting to the end of our first 2 boxes. Kyle Schwarber. Nice looking Schwarber on the black foil. Christian Yelich with the Brewers had a big bomb yesterday in the 8th inning to give them the lead after they were down. Tristan Casas with the Red Sox. Spencer Schwellenbach with the Braves. Austin Riley also with the Braves. And then Malloy with the Tigers to finish off those 2 boxes. So Tom F. with that last rookie card. All right, so that's 2 boxes in. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open another box right now. We're going to do this 3rd box. And then once we do this, we're going to give you guys a second to make some changes and see what the hit counter looks like. And we can go from there. So, again, make sure if you're in, make your predictions. I know some of you gave me updates. You know what? I'm going to change the rules midstream here. We're going to do 2 boxes now. Keep ourselves moving. Okay? And then you guys will actually get to make the final predictions on the hit counter 2/3 of the way in. Because we had technical difficulties tonight, we are gifting you more time to make predictions to hopefully get more lefcons. So that's the goal. So there is empty box. Well, if you can see it, there's empty box. All right. So, again, I will bring the hit counter up while I open these so you guys can see it. You do not have to lock in at this point. There we go. But you can see that Kurtz and Wilson have got the lead. Everybody else has got one. Let's see what happens in this next setup. Uh-oh. I can tell you right now that the Red Sox pairing is going to go up. So Michael M is going to at least see another one of those Red Sox rookies. It'd be crazy if the top of every one of these packs just happened to be one of the hit counters. It's not. Marcell Ozuna doesn't count, but on the hit counter at least. He does count. But it'd be fun. It was crazy how that was on the first one. Nice rookie there, too. All right. Anybody hit me with a Brewers update? Where are we at on that one? Hit me with a women's final or Elite Eight update. Any other baseball games? My last Brewers update, I think, was Contreras with a 2-run bomb to put them up on top. There's another, actually, top card that's going to have a hit counter element to it. Through. Let me know if you did anything good today. I got to go and visit my parents a little bit today, so enjoyed that. Had a nice lunch with them. Hung around their house a little bit. TCU is leading South Carolina, but it's early. Thank you, Stephanie. You know, if you're going to give me updates, you should make Leprechaun predictions just to see if it'll work. And the hit counter's right up there for you. Convenient. But you can see it right now. Brewers are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th. There we go. Anybody eat anything that was particularly great today? Did you have a really good meal? Did you have a heck of a sandwich? My daughter made dinner last night, and it was really, really good. All right, Kurtz 8 is the prediction. Might be a little bit low, but you make your picks how you want to. I'm not here to tell you what to do. That is at the 1/3 point for the record if you're looking at that 5 total. So you can change it however you want to. You can tell me, no way, I'm going Kurtz and 2. And that you won't win on the number. But that's the beauty of making the predictions in the chat. You can do what you want to with that. Let's see, I don't see anybody up in eBay. I just saw the moon. The cheese made a moon. I know, the moon made a cheese. The cheese made a moon. I don't know if I finished my Diet Mountain Dew, but I probably should. A little bit in there. Kids on spring break took them on a drive through safari and zoo. Tigers, cheetahs, zebras, and monkeys. J-Dog, love it. Was it nice and warm where you were at? That was, you could roll down the windows, or is that frowned upon in the drive-through zoo? They give them access at all. All right, so we've got some updated predictions a little bit. Here we go right now. Going to get the hit counter off, and we're going to go to our next 2 boxes. Again, after these 2 boxes, you're going to have to lock in your predictions. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. There's Will Wagner with the Blue Jays. Aaron Nola with the Phillies. Jose Altuve on the black foil. There is a Kevin Alcantara for the Cubs. It's a solid rookie for Chicago. It's Matt Olson for the Braves. Willie Mays. River Ryan rookie card for the Dodgers. Rafael Devers. Andrew Jones. Starling Marte. Marcus Semien. There's an Aaron Judge. He could have been on the hit counter with somebody, I'm sure, but you feed the less aggressive animals. Nice. There's a Gunnar Henderson on that American flag insert. Love that. Nice card from Matthew B. Adolis Garcia, Ricky Henderson, Nolan Ryan. Those tend to go in order. J.C. Escara for the Yankees. Yadier Molina. There's a Jackson Churio on the black foil. Love me some Churio. If I see some Churio, we got to sleeve that up. Congratulations, by the way, to Michael L. Black foil on the Churio. Anthony Volpe. Ian Happ. Nick Kurtz. Ian Happ again with 3 home runs, I think. There's Nick Kurtz going on the counter. Some good Churio tectonics. Appreciate that, Jijo. Just because I'm looking at my screen too, and you guys can any feedback I love. Um, do the cards look a little dark to you guys? Like, do I need to bring up the light a little bit? I'm a little worried that sometimes if I bring up the light too much, you get a shine off the top of my head. But again, I'm new at it. I'm getting stuff squared away. So if anybody lets me know if the cards seem a little dark on screen, we can fix that. We want to make sure you guys can see this. Sandy Koufax with the Dodgers, Royce Lewis with those Twins, Josh Jung with the Rangers, Cameron Meisner. I think we just brought that up. I think Max again. Max is a champ. There's Rod Carew with the Twins. There's the Babe Ruth. Trey Turner on the insert. J-Dog's got Kurt 16 on the prediction like that. There's a Bobby Wood Jr. That'll go to the hit counter. Brings them to 2, puts them in some competition. We're at 7 total right now. Real Muto, Hassel, rookie card for Washington. Mackenzie Gore for the Nationals. Jackson Merrill for the Padres. That's the first of his that we've seen. Nolan Shanuel on the black foil. That's I believe if I'm doing this right, card line style, that's a shout out to Solaro Shades and Nolan Shanuel. So I think I got that going in the proper direction if I've watched a number of breaks around here. I don't know why I top loaded that guy, but we're shouting him out. Lars Nootbaar with the Cardinals. There's a Chase Medrath with the White Sox. It's a nice looking rookie card. That one's going to the Chicago area. That's JJT. Brooks Lee with Minnesota. There's a Twins. House of Cards gets a pick of Witt 15 in there. Jordan Westberg. Chase Medrath, by the way, just hit a bomb off of Miz on the opening day game for the White Sox. That was basically the only thing they did offensively for most of the day, but until another guy hit a home run too. He had like 3 in 3 games. There's a Reds rookie, Hines. Go Andrew. There's Chipper Jones with the Braves. Nice old school. Oh, CC Sabathia. He might be on one of my all-time favorite players that only played for the team I liked for like 2 months lists. He was so good and just loved his approach to it. There's Wyatt Langford with Texas. There's another former Brewer. There's Andrew McCutchen. Kutch. There's Francisco Lindor on the pop-up. And I think it's a cool card. I think the idea is there. It certainly is set to get jacked up if you try to get these graded in terms of what can happen and just that it's going to run into some troubles. That one is thicker than what I'm looking for. Francisco Lindor. That was for the Mets, by the way. That's going to Brian F. Yastrzemski. Reese Hoskins for the Brewers. Freddie Peralta for the Brewers. There's a Cade Horton rookie card for the Cubs. Again, JJT. Cade Horton had a really nice year last year. It's one of those that right in the running for Rookie of the Year. I think a lot of Cubs fans were kind of miffed that he didn't get it, but they're relying on him, I'm sure, this year. Alan Roden with the Blue Jays rookie. Javier Sanoja on the black foil with the rookie. That's going to the Marlins. Congratulations to Chip J. There's a Hank Aaron. Carlos Correa. Ryan Reynolds. Pablo Lopez. He's bounced around the league a little bit. There's a hit counter. Marcelo Meyer. We're going to get another hit for the Red Sox. Let's get them up there with Campbell and Meyer. Now they're at 2, and we are at 8. And not quite, probably about halfway there. So there's James Wood. Again, that could have been a pairing too. Could have thrown Wood and Cruz up there. It's solid rookie cards. It's a nice rookie card for the Nationals. Congrats, John. Adley Rutschman. Nick York with the Pirates on the black foil rookie. Pittsburgh's Dustin W. Congrats, Dustin. Johanski Noel with Cleveland. Dave S. Yordan Alvarez for Houston. Cal Raleigh for Seattle. That might be the first Cal Raleigh we've seen. I think it is. Earl Hershiser. Andrew, I think grading's on its way out. Could be wrong, but so many cards are graded going for that. That's true, Andrew. Like you can find, especially when you're grading like the base cards. There's DeCenzo for the Mets. You pay so much for it, and then you don't get your money back in a lot of cases. So Vlad Guerrero Sr., that'll go to Washington, even though it says the Expos. Tyler Soderstrom with the A's. It's fun. The graded cards look so cool. But yeah, the amount you have to spend on it, and then you have to hope you're going to get it back. So there's a Relvis Martinez with Toronto. It's a nice rookie. He's a prospect that I've collected for a while. Shea Langoliers with the A's. There's a Carlos Correa on the inserts. That is a twin. Again, Ken D. Ken D getting after it here. Congrats. Reloads and top loads. I'm probably over top loading a little bit, but again, it's exciting to get to rip these cards with you guys, so I get fired up when I see them. There's Riley Green. Pena for Houston. There's Yamamoto with Los Angeles. There's a Shohei. Very nice. That'll add to the hit counter. That's going to bring them up to 2 as well. We've seen 2 Shoheis. No Sasaki's at this point. Just noticing the time. I'm getting a little bit behind. All right, Xander Bogaerts. Mookie Betts. Nice black foil for the Dodgers. Adrian Gonzalez with the Padres. Darren Baker, rookie for the Nationals. Dylan Dingler for Detroit. Solid rookie card. There's Ben Rice. Ben Rice is one of those that if you're a Yankees person, you know that this guy's got some potential. You haven't paid a lot of attention to prospects, and Yankees prospects, it's always so tough because somebody ends up getting brought in free agency over him, but there's a nice one for Tom F. Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Tariq Skubal for the Tigers. Framber Valdez for Houston. MJ Melendez with the Royals. There's an O'Neal Cruz for Pittsburgh. There's Vlad Guerrero on the inserts. There's Bob Gibson for St. Louis. And Mickey Mantle for the Yankees. Classic. Alec Boehm for the Phillies. Jace Jung on the nice rookie card for Detroit. Corbin Burns with the Diamondbacks. There's a Vinny Pasquantino. He played well for the Italian team in the WBC. Did a really nice job. Stephen Kwan with the Guardians. Drew Romo, rookie for the Rockies. Rockies are JJT. Manny Machado with San Diego. There's Kim for the Dodgers. We've seen a lot of good Dodgers cards. Love that for Brian B. Chris Sale. Another Brave, Marcelo Ozuna. Zach Gallen with the Diamondbacks. Kumar Rocker for Texas. Solid rookie card going to John R. There's an Edwin Diaz for the Mets. There's Vlad Guerrero Jr. on the pop-up. Toronto, John R. Look, you got to be so careful with these when you're breaking them because the last thing you want to do is like stick your finger through the pop-up. That'd be bad news. I did not do that for the record, John. Everything's all right. Aparicio for the White Sox. Kodai Senga with the Mets. Gurriel. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. That's going to put the Campbell and Meyer contingent up to 3. And as we get into the point where we're going to make our final picks, we're going to have a tie at the top. So you don't have to make final picks yet, but it's coming. Get that pick up there. There's Derek Jeter with the Yankees. Logan O'Hoppe with the Angels. Shea Whitcomb with Houston on the rookie. Nathaniel Lowe for Washington. Barry Larkin with the Reds. Tony Gwynn. And there's George Brett to end it off with a hit counter. George Brett. Let's get up there. So we have a log jam at the top. So we are 2/3 of the way through. This is the point where we are going to have to lock in our picks. So I'm going to bring up the hit counter while I get these last 2 boxes ready. So you guys are going to have to make your final selections. So we're currently at 11. We've got a tie with 3, Ohtani and Sasaki. Ohtani's pulling his weight. Sasaki we haven't seen yet. So that's there. The other ones have been kind of working together. It's box 5. Empty box. So you want to make your final prediction. So very shortly here, once I get these open, we are going to have the predictions closed. So that'll be Max to square that away for us. Again, you're trying to earn leprechauns so you can earn free packs of cards. Even if you are not in the breaks, we still love to have you participate and be a part of this, because I think if you're here, and I know this happened to me, if I'm here, it makes me want to get in the breaks. So you need to make your final predictions while I open these last two ones, thinking about what's going to happen in the end. Can Ohtani and Sasaki come back? Can they do something that just to jump over those? The good news is if it ties, anybody with that prediction wins. So right now, everybody but Chip J is in a good spot. Chip is the only one currently with a prediction that is not the lead, one of the lead crews. A lot of people loving on Kurtz and Wilson. A little bit of love for Witt Jr. and Brett. And again, we're making our final pick. So we're at 11. We're 2/3 of the way through there. All right, if you're looking at it and thinking, all right, I think this is what's going to happen. I mean, 18-ish is probably where you want to go. My all-time favorite player is Robin Yount, and so I'd say 19. That would be my prediction if I were playing. I'm not playing, but if I were playing, I would go with a 19 because it's Robin Yount. So 19 is a good number. Oh, okay. J. Joe switching the Boston guys in 19. Campbell and Meyer and going 19. J. Joe gets it. He gets it. Box 5 that has been ripped. And let's get box 6 up there as well so we can keep moving through. Again, if you are here to take part in the Stadium Club break, apologies, we're running just a little bit behind. We're going to try and get these last 2 boxes of archives done. Enjoy those. You can make a hit counter prediction. If you just jumped in because you're like, hey, I got Stadium Club coming up, you can make a hit counter prediction on one of those pairs. Give us which one you think is going to be the most, and you can see where the numbers are currently at. And then let us know which one is going to be, or what's the total number going to be. So you can see the total number currently is 11. You're going to predict with 2 more boxes to go where that's going to end up at. And I can tell you I've seen at least one card that it will get to 12. Okay, we do play horseshoes and hand grenade style with our hit counter, which means if you are within 1, you are going to get the leprechaun for the total. So if you do go with 19, like J-Joe did, if you go with 19 and we get 18 or 20, you're also going to get a leprechaun. So, and we'll let you know how that plays out at the end. We will go through that. So I'm getting the last pack open. We're going to put it on top. So we're kind of going reverse with the box here. Last pack. All right. Look at some garbage here. Give you a second to make those final predictions, and then Max is going to close up the hit counter. All right, hit counter's coming off. Go ahead and Max, you can close up the hit counter when you get a chance, please. And here we go. Good luck, guys. Trey Turner for the Phillies. Chandler Simpson with the Rays. That's a nice rookie. There's a black foil with Brian McCann for the Braves. Ben Williamson for the Mariners on a rookie card. It's Tom Seaver with the Mets. Classic. Seth Lugo with the Royals. Austin Wells with the Yankees. Ryan Sandberg with the Cubs. Satchel Paige, that'll be St. Louis, I believe, with the Browns. Randy Johnson for the Mariners. We hadn't seen that card. There's Sal Frelick. That's for the Brewers. Brewers 2-2 last time I heard. Buster Posey. Yu Darvish on the inserts. Second Yu Darvish again. I'll throw this guy in the top sleeve, or in a sleeve. But we're going to kind of keep moving forward here. Try to catch up a little bit. There's Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. Nice rookie card. There's Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. There's C.J. Abrams. Nico Horner with the Cubs. Ronald Acuna Jr. I don't know that we'd seen a whole lot of Acuna. It's a nice card. There's a black foil of Max Fried. There's Ernie Banks. Let's play 2. Alfonso Soriano with the Yankees. There's Alec Bregman with the Red Sox. Willie Adames, Mookie Betts with the Dodgers. Mike Piazza with the Mets. Carlos Santana with the Guardians. Heston Kjerstad with the Orioles. There's a Josh Naylor with the Diamondbacks. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. for Baltimore. Cal Ripken, the Iron Man. That's going to Matthew B. It's a cool insert. Again, when you're going blasters, you get some value, you get some cool cards out of there. Hoping to find a hit in there too. But these black foil are pretty nice. Some of these inserts are great too. Mick Abel on the Phillies rookie. There's Honus Wagner. Brian McCann. Pedro Martinez. Ty Cobb with the Tigers. Ryan Howard, Eat Fresh with the Phillies. Mariners, Ichiro. Gab Moreno with the Diamondbacks. Tony Oliva with those Twins. Jared Jones with the Pirates. Zach Veen, rookie card for Colorado. Byron Buxton with the Twins. Ken D with the Twins and Byron Buxton. Nolan Arenado with the Cardinals. Joey Votto with the Reds. I got to be honest, Andrew, that's probably my all-time favorite Red. I do really love Joey Votto. Stan Musial with the Cardinals. There's Luis Angel Acuna, which I didn't actually realize he's on the White Sox now. Nice rookie card if you are the Mets spot. So congratulations, Brian F. Brewers are still tied 2-2 going to the top of the ninth. Thank you, Stephanie. Rafael Devers, Jordan Lawler with the Diamondbacks, Eddie Murray with Baltimore. Flip those around. Gunnar Hoglund, Athletics rookie card. Ken Griffey Jr. Next card for the Mariners. Alex Bregman on the black foil. Grayson Rodriguez with Baltimore. Julio Rodriguez, double Rodriguez with Seattle. Followed by Nolan Ryan, Willie Mays, then River Ryan, rookie card for the Dodgers. Dale Amador, rookie card for the Rockies. That's a cool card. JJT. Colton Cowser for the Orioles. Drew Thorpe on the rookie black. Nice looking card. That is a Chicago JJT. There's another solid old school red. Johnny Bench. There you go, Andrew. Johnny Bench classic. Miggy Cabrera. Luis Severino for the Athletics. Justin Verlander for the Giants. Max Scherzer for the Blue Jays. Will Wagner, rookie card for the Blue Jays. Aaron Nola with the Phillies. There's an Alcantara rookie for the Cubs. Matt Olson for the Braves. Ketel Marte. Diamondbacks. Nice looking insert for John G. Lou Gehrig, the Yankees. Cal Ripken Jr. with Baltimore. Dustin Harris with the Rangers on the rookie card. Andrew Jones with the Braves. Starling Marte with the Mets. Shota Imanaga with the Cubs on the black foil. Marcus Semien with the Rangers. Aaron Judge with the Yankees. Mason Wynn. George Springer. Moises Ballesteros. Boy, the hit counter has gone quiet as we get to the end here. My 19 was not great. We're at 11 still and haven't moved. J.C. Escara. Yadier Molina. Anthony Volpe. There's an Ian Happ. Salvi Perez on the inserts. Yeah, Big Red Machine started to show up a little bit, Andrew. Michael Harris II. Pete Crow Armstrong. PCA. Xavier Edwards. Josh Jung. Cameron Meisner with the Rays. Solid prospect. Could turn into something there. That's James D.O. Gavin Lux on the black foil. There's a Rod Carew for those Twins. Babe Ruth. Bryce Harper with the Phillies. Ryan Bliss for Seattle. Corey Seager for Texas. Mackenzie Gore with the Nationals. Jackson Merrill with the Padres. I can't believe we haven't hit a single hit counter yet in these two boxes. Lars Nootbaar. Chase Meidroth, rookie card for the Sox. Bryce Harper on one of the sweet insert throwbacks. That's one of the different ones that you can get in there, one of the different inserts. Cool looking Bryce Harper card. Oh, get it in there. Good one for the Phillies. Brian F. Last few cards, Jackson Jobe, Lawrence Butler, Shane Bieber, Alan Roden, rookie for the Blue Jays, Shipper Jones with the Braves, CC Sabathia. There's a Dylan Cruz on the black foil. Again, not on that hit counter, but that's a really nice card going out to John R. Again, when you get the blasters for these archives, you're really hoping the black foil hits for you. You want to hit some of those nice cards with that parallel. Wyatt Langford, Andrew McCutcheon. Last 2 cards, Ellie De La Cruz. That might be the first Ellie we've seen. And Seiya Suzuki. So that will do it for the archives break. Okay, we'll do a quick little rundown here of some cards. I think some of my top loading was a bit random, but we'll run through these real quick. So Dylan Cruz, Bryce Harper, Ketel Marte on the insert, Drew Thorpe, Luis Angel Acuna, Christian Campbell, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Ben Rice, Shohei, Carlos Correa, Nick York on the black foil, Javier Sanoja black foil, Cade Horton with the Cubs, Lindor, couple pop-up for the Mets spot. Nice. Nolan Shanuel black foil, Nick Kurtz, Jackson Churiel black foil, Gunnar Henderson, Matt Shaw on the rookie pop-up, Jackson Jobe on the rookie, Rhett Lauder, that's Andrew's boy there, Nick Kurtz, Rafael Devers, going with a little bit of Cam Smith on the rookie there, Nolan Arenado, Cam Smith for the pop-up, Hank Aaron on that insert, Luke Keyshaw with the Twins, Shohei insert, and Jacob Wilson kind of got us started with that. So that is the break. Let's bring up the hit counter real quick before we move on. So if you had Kurtz and Wilson, Campbell and Meyer, or Witt Jr. and Brett, you hit that one. And if you're Nolan J and didn't change from 10, you actually got doubled up. So everybody that made a prediction actually got a leprechaun. So Chip J, Nolan J, Andrew B, Stephanie J, John R, John G, and YC Believe. You guys all got leprechauns, and Nolan J got 2 of them. So congratulations on that. And we are going to just move right along here to our next break. Since we're a little bit behind, bring up the team list. Next break is going to get us 7 of the Stadium Club Blasters. There's our team list right there. There's Freddie Freeman waving to you. We're going to get 7 of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 2 and then 2 more. 2, we're going to go 2, 3, 2. Okay, 2, 3, 2. And after the 3rd one, you guys will be able to update predictions again, especially the way this one went. Andrew says, do people in Milwaukee like Bryce Harper? I'm not sure why, but he is the most hated player in Cincinnati. I have nothing against Bryce Harper. I don't know. I guess somebody else in the chat can tell me if there's any knowledge of dislike of Bryce Harper. I got a question from Jojo. What do you like better, Archives or Stadium Club? The pictures in Stadium Club are just so cool. Like, it's hard to get away from that. And so I really do like the Stadium Club a little bit better. But Archives is cool, too, with those different designs. So it's hard to get away from either one of them. They're enjoyable. They're great to have. So let's stack those up there. All right, let's talk about the teams while I open this up. JJT is with the Diamondbacks. John G with the Braves. Orioles are Daniel O. Patrick B with the Red Sox. By the way, JJ, do you have a response? Does anybody else have a response? Do you like Archives or Stadium Club better? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Baltimore was Daniel O. Boston, Patrick B. Chicago Cubs, Jeff K. Chicago White Sox, JJT. Cincinnati Reds, Andrew. Sticking with it. I love it. Guardians are Dave S. Rockies are JJT. Tigers are Tom F. Astros are Chip J. Royals are Steve F. Angels and Dodgers, Dave S. So anything involving LA is Dave. Dave S. Marlins are James D.O. Brewers, Michael L. again. Paul M. on the Twins. Ken D. still hoping for good things for you because they love their Twins. So Paul M. Ken D's rooting for you with the Twins for sure. New York Mets, Eric R. New York Yankees are Stephen K. The A's, Paul M. Phillies are going to be Brian F. Nicholas B. has got the Pirates. Dave S. has got the Padres. Giants are James D.E. Mariners are going to be Dave S. John R. has got the Cardinals and the Rays, and the Blue Jays. Again, John left the end of the alphabet. James D.O. with the Rangers, and then Paul M. with the Nationals as well. So you're going to get a chance right now as I bring up the hit counter and I open the second box at a bonus leprechaun. Okay, bonus leprechaun time. So I'm going to bring up the hit counter, and what I'm going to tell you is that there's 4 teams up there, and the first person in the chat to tell me why it's these 4 teams that are listed will get an extra leprechaun. You get a bonus. All right, so here we go. These are the 4 teams: Dodgers, Blue Jays, Mariners, and Brewers. So you're predicting how many of each of those teams is going to show up throughout our 7 blasters here. All right, how many of each? And if you can tell me why those are the 4 teams on here, first one I see in the chat, you get a bonus leprechaun. So Andrew said Stadium Club all the way. 89 upper deck was cool too, for sure. All right, I'm not seeing any predictions yet on why is it these 4 teams. Dodgers, Blue Jays, Mariners. I see JJ going Brewers with 17. Anybody got a chance at a bonus leprechaun, people? If you can tell me why it's these 4 teams. And it's got a pass connection. They are not all blue, but that's a good guess. By the way, I'm not limiting guesses, so you can keep guessing, Andrew, if you get it right. I mean, they might all have blue, but that's not the reason they're there. So I guess I shouldn't say they're not all blue. You definitely found a connection. It's just not the connection. But there's a tie-in to where we're at right now, and there's a tie-in to where we were at the end of last season as well. Not necessarily all with the same sport. Maybe that was too much of a hint. I'm not sure. But we'll keep an eye out for it. There it is. YC Believe, last year's Final Four. Congratulations. And we have the Final Four coming up in basketball. So, Max, if we can get YC Believe a bonus leprechaun, please. Well done. That's a good pick. YC, are you in the break at all? Is this, are you up there? I'd love to root for you a little bit too. But yeah, these were the Final Four teams, right? These were the American League Championship Series and the National League Championship Series. So let's see how we do on this. You get to make your prediction again across 7 blasters. I'm going to get the hit counter off of there. And here we go. We're going to start with one on the hit counter right away. There's William Contreras. Hit a home run tonight. I'm going to set that right back down. And the Brewers have won. There you go. This is break 1054, by the way. 1054. So, all right. So, yep. There you go. That is accurate, Andrew, but we already got YC Believe beat you to it, unfortunately. So, Ketel Marte. We already got one of our lime greens. That's Ryan Howard. Again, always think of him when he was on The Office. Eat fresh. Oh, that top loader busted on me. So the Philly is going to Brian F. Get some more sleeves here. Chase my drop for the White Sox. That one's going to JJT. There's George Brett was on the hit counter last time. There's Kansas City. Kodai Senga with the Mets. Chipper Jones with the Braves. Buster Posey on the Sepia card. It's a cool looking card. I love it. The Sepias, and actually I really love the negatives. I think those are super cool, but I like the Sepia cards quite a bit too. It's a cool parallel. So congratulations to the Giants, James D.E. Luis Castillo, that's a Mariner. I got to be on top of my game here a little bit more with the teams versus the individual players. Garrett Crochet. Oh, you're in the Panini break, YC? All right, perfect. Chase Utley. Nomar Garciaparra. There's a great card for the Athletics. Lime green, basically a color match because it is green with the Nick Kurtz. So Paul M, really nice Nick Kurtz card. Career too short, agreed. Matt Chapman. J-Rod. So there's another one of our Mariners. I'm just going to mark it right away because the next card is a Blue Jay. Try to stay on top of this business. There's Bo Bichette with the Blue Jays. Paul Konerko with the White Sox. There's our first insert. The Yours for the Taking, Gunnar Henderson insert. Cool looking card. Stadium Club has great pictures, and their inserts, in my opinion, just they tend to hit as well. Just good looking cards. So, congrats to Baltimore, Daniel O. Luis Angel Acuna with the Mets. Nice rookie card. There's the Buster Posey non-sepia. Shane Bieber, the Biebs. That's a Blue Jay card. So Blue Jays are going to 2. Dodgers haven't hit one yet. Only they're leading everything. Gleyber Torres. Evan Longoria with Tampa Bay. That's one of the green foils. Or, excuse me, the lime green. Frankie Alvarez with the Mets. Mason Wynn with St. Louis. Hunter Green with the Reds. Ben Williamson, rookie card with the Mariners. Oh, and we got an auto coming out of here. Let's see what that looks like once we get this marked. So Mariners are at 3. And our next card is a nice looking auto. That's a Chase McDermott going to Baltimore on the autograph. We barely got into these things and we're already hitting an auto. Congratulations, Daniel O. When we pull autos out of blasters where they're not guaranteed, you got to celebrate that a little bit. I know we haven't had a chance to do it yet, and we're running, but I think we need some fireworks. Blaster auto. Boom, there it is. There it is. Oh, Brewers are down 3-2 in the middle of the ninth, so they got to come back. So congratulations, Baltimore. Yuri Perez with the Marlins. Jacob deGrom with the Rangers. Sandy Alcantara. Young-Hoo Lee with the Giants. There's Cole Ragans on the lime green for the Royals. Jose Ramirez with the Guardians. Fernando Tatis Jr. with the Padres. Dylan Cease with the Padres. Kevin Alcantara, rookie card for the Cubs. Congratulations, Jeff K. In case of emergency, Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. That one's going to JJT. Shared the story the other day, but I was watching a stream on Whatnot at one point in time, and unfortunately saw somebody that didn't realize they were selling a Jackson Churio out of 50 of the In Case of Emergency. I believe it went for $2. So Barry Larkin with the Reds. Red Lauder, solid rookie card for you, Andrew. You thought I was going to say Chase Petty. Is the image pretty similar between the two of them? Again, with these pictures on, there's Justin Henry Malloy on Stadium Club. Sometimes you get similar pictures out there, like the bubblegum pictures or the football throwing pictures. Dylan Cease for the Padres. Matt Shaw, In Case of Emergency. It's a nice rookie card. Congratulations to Jeff K. Cubs doing all right here. Matt McClain with the Reds. Barry Larkin with the Reds. Oh, it's an Andrew kind of situation. There's William Contreras. So that's going to be another Contreras card. The Brewers have had 2 cards, and they've both been Contreras. Maybe that means he's going to hit another home run in the bottom of the ninth, and they're going to win it in a walk-off. Ketel Marte for Arizona. Juan Soto. That's Marty's boy. And in honor of Marty, because it's normally a Marty Monday. It's a Marty party. It's a Marty till you drop. Because he's not here tonight, we're going to sleeve up that Juan Soto and Eric R. Congratulations. Chase Mydroth, that nice rookie for the White Sox. Again, guys, these will get sleeved. Many of them, as needed, will get top loaded. It's just a matter of trying to keep up pace here, so I'm not doing too many of them. George Brett, Kodai Senga, Chipper Jones with the Braves. There's a Luis Castillo on the sepia. And that's going to be followed by Luis Castillo on the not sepia. So the Mariners are going to jump to 5, and our hit counter's flying a little bit here. We're already at 9. And again, this is 2 boxes. This isn't even going to be the halfway point by any means. That sepia card in there. Nice. Congratulations to Dave S. with the Mariners. So there's Castillo. We already counted him. Garrett Crochet. Chase Utley. Noma. There's a William Contreras on the green. So the Brewers are keeping pace, if for no other reason than William Contreras is there. So that's actually, I think that's our 3rd Brewers card. So we're at 10 right now. Free Contreras. So that was for Michael L. Matt Chapman with the Giants. J-Rod with the Mariners, and then Bo Bichette with Toronto. So we're going to get both of them up on there. Mariners are going to go to 6. Toronto's going to go to 3. And I don't know, the Dodgers haven't shown up yet. 2 boxes, no Dodgers. Konerko, Luis Angel Acuna, and the yours for the taking. Nice card for the Mets. On that insert, Eric R. We're going to immediately follow that up. Kind of weird how this is working a little bit. We're going to immediately follow that up with a Luis Angel Acuna on the rookie card as well. Does it say on the box the color parallel? I had red and green. So these are the lime green. So with the blaster, you get the lime green parallels. So that's what you get out of those with that. You can still get sepias. Again, we pulled an autograph out of there too, but the lime green is what we get on there, Andrew. All right, Buster Posey, Shane Bieber. That's Toronto again. Gleyber Torres. Toronto goes to 4. There's a nice Dylan Cruz for the Nationals on the lime green. Congratulations, Paul M. Frankie Alvarez with the Mets. Mason Wynn with the Cardinals. Hunter Green with the Reds. Ben Williamson, that's a Mariners rookie card. Let's get another one up there for the Mariners. Mariners having a really nice couple boxes here. Fernando Tatis Jr., Yuri Perez with the Marlins, Jacob deGrom with the Rangers, El Cantaro for the Cubs, rookie card, Jung-Hoo Lee. There's a Hunter Green. Andrew, just because you've been fantastic in here, we're going to make sure Hunter Green, lime green. It's a name match and a color name match. And we're gonna sleeve and top load that guy for you because you deserve it. It's going to follow up with Red Lauder. Can't be too upset about those 2 cards in a row. And then we're going to go Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. So that's our first 2 boxes. Not bad. Certainly enjoyable to see what comes out of that. I got to get a few more top loaders here. And then we're going to get our next 3. So we're going to open 3 more. And when we open those 3, after that, you're going to have 2 boxes left. You're going to have to make your predictions. Reds, I think, do come out. They have set ones that come out a different one. I was reading about that. Oh, man. Get better at using this blade. I think red comes out of hobby. It may be, there's other colors, too, that will come out of either that are more rare. These 2. But there is no red. We haven't seen any red coming out of here. And out of the hobbies, I have not seen a red come out of the, or I haven't seen a lime green, sorry, come out of anything but the blasters. And I think that's exclusive. I think it's only in blasters at those shows. So, all right, there's box 3, empty. There's box 4 coming out. Empty. And box 5 is on its way. Again, empty. So while I am ripping these, I'm going to bring the hit counter back up. Again, you don't have to finalize your predictions, but just so you can see that this thing's moving along. Again, we're at 14, and that was 2 boxes. We have 7 total. So we're looking at some higher numbers. Oh, and the Dodgers are going to show up. I just saw a Dodger on the bottom there. So no need to change your predictions now. Just, again, be aware of the fact that that we are going to go through these 3 boxes, and then those final 2 boxes, you'll have to have your hit predictors locked. Again, a lot of you are on YouTube right now. I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate you chatting, sharing things, making some predictions, sharing some different ideas. I think I'm just looking at our hit counter prediction. We got 3 of you up there. I think I saw a prediction out of Stephanie up there as well. So we might want to check on that, Max. And I think, oh, YC Believe, did you get a prediction in there? I'm not sure if you did. I thought I saw one in there, but that might have just been you getting the final 4 correct.
We have YC Believe. The main platform.
Okay.
So
Perfect. Is that okay? I got a Mariners 33 up there. That's how they're doing right now. So now we're just, again, opening packs. These Stadium Club blasters are kind of the opposite of some of the boxes you get. This is like, I feel like if you've ever opened Chronicles or Select, it's kind of like that. There's 5 cards in each one of these. You just keep opening, you just keep opening, you just keep opening. Andrew, you saw green numbered Maddox and orange and red and Hobby, but that was the only green that was numbered. Yeah, I think there's green and then there's lime green. And the lime green are different. So House of Cards coming in with 39 for the Mariners. All right. Hopefully you guys are having something to eat and snack on maybe a little bit. Maybe you have something to drink tonight. I know around here there's a little bit of spring break happening. So I'm a teacher. I happen to be on spring break. My kids are on spring break. So if you had spring break in the past, or if you don't have spring break, hopefully you're just enjoying nice weather. I know in Wisconsin today we had a really nice day. Probably the nicest one we're going to see in a little bit. But that's what happens in Wisconsin. You just got to enjoy it when it gets there. All right, one more box to open up. Oh, are you guys, you can tell me in the chat if you want to. Look at that, spring break up in the eBay chat. Are you a fast ripper or a slow ripper? Like when you get a box, do you take that box and do you just go in and get after it like I'm doing right now? Or is it kind of slow? Do you take your time? Do you leave a pack or two, open one or two, go do something else? I'm always curious on that. I've never been a particularly fast ripper, which is why I'm in training here, trying to get these packs open faster for you guys. Again, a little easier with some of the products where there's more cards in there, as opposed to we've got all these packs and 4 cards in each, or 5 cards in each. 2 more packs to go, and then we'll start looking at cards again. And again, we're not locking the hit counter until after we get through this pile of 3 boxes. So you've got a little bit of time to see where this thing goes. All right. Woo! That was some work. I'm going to take the hit counter off of there. Get myself a quick drink of water. And let's get back after it, everybody. Here we go. Kobe Mayo, nice rookie for Baltimore. Congratulations, Daniel O. Andrew McCutchen for Pittsburgh. Kutch. Randy Arozarena on the lime green. Congratulations. There's some nice state parks in Wisconsin, Andrew. There are no national parks that I'm aware of. Somebody else with more knowledge might be able to tell me. I'm not the most outdoorsy person. I think we got really cool state parks throughout. Some of them that are right on the Mississippi River. Some of them on Lake Michigan. There's another Arozarena. There's 2 Mariners in a row, Logan Gilbert and Randy Arozarena. So the Mariners are just going to keep on climbing. We're at 10 for the Mariners already. Oh, that gave me 1. All right, now we're good. 17 total already. Zach Gallen, Max Fried, Andrew McCutchen on the Sepia. It's a cool one for Pittsburgh. Congratulations, Nicholas B. Again, I just really like these Sepia cards. Sepias and the negatives have always been something that I think are cool. I like those as a variation. There's Nolan Ryan for the Astros. Mark Vientos for New York. Corbin Carroll upside down for the D-backs. Royce Lewis with the Mets. Paul Skeens on the lime green card. There's a nice one. Pittsburgh doing all right here with the sepia, followed by the lime green. There's a Pittsburgh kind of box, Nicholas. Congratulations there. Yeah, that's a cool looking Skeens card. Again, the whole football thing is part of what's fun about this. Marcus Semien for Texas. Alex Bregman with Boston. Brent Rooker for the A's. There's Bryce Terang with the Brewers. We're going to add a Brewer to the head counter. Right now, everybody is chasing the Mariners. Can't believe he went out in the first inning on opening day. Yeah, Skeens had a rough start on that one. So there were a lot of runs scored in that game in general. Wyatt Langford on the Savage Sluggers. Nice one for Texas. Congratulations, James D.O. Yeah, that was supposed to be Skeens against Freddie Peralta. That was supposed to be like, here is the battle. This is what we're looking at, and it was neither pitcher had a great day. The offenses were really good on that day. Severino, Miggy Cabrera, Moises Ballesteros, rookie card for the Cubs. Will Smith for the Dodgers. The Dodgers get a card. They are on the board, but right when they do that, the Mariners are just going to jump to 11 because there's a Logan Gilbert on the green. 67.5 ERA. I did not know that was the case. We're going to follow that up with Shohei. The Dodgers get 2. Oops, sorry, dropping Shohei. Congratulations to Dave S. That's right, Dave's got the entirety of the LA area. So regardless of whether Shohei is playing for the Angels or the Dodgers, he's going to get Shohei out of that. There you go. It's Jacob Wilson on the rookie card. Nice rookie card there. Shane McClanahan with the Rays. Jackson Joe, rookie card for Detroit. Brian Wu for the Mariners. Man, when I looked at the checklist, it didn't seem like the Mariners just had that many more cards. They just are showing up. Votto for the Reds. Zach Neto with the Angels. Alex Rodriguez. Craig Biggio with Houston. There's another Mariner. George Kirby on the lime. So Dave S., great pickup with the Mariners. They are here to get 13 cards already. One thing about the hit counter, you know where we're at on that. Spencer Schwellenbach with a cool picture with the Braves. Stephen Kwan with the Guardians. TJ Abrams with the Nationals. There's the John Birdie Cubs card. This card, somebody pointed out in the last one I broke last week. It's such a cool looking card. It's not anything special. It's just John Birdie. It's not a rookie. It's just a Cub. But it's a cool card. Ooh, there's a nice Dodger. Roki Sasaki on the concentration. So if you were not real pleased, Dave, that you didn't see a whole lot of love in the first couple of boxes, well, this box is coming through for you. We got a Shohei. We got a Roki on the insert. It's nice. And let's get that up on the hit counter. So we're already at 24. Already at Jack Bauer for the, and we're not at the halfway point, I don't think. Lindor, Chandler Simpson rookie card. It's a pretty highly touted prospect for Tampa Bay. Machado for San Diego. Matt Shaw rookie card for the Cubs. Mark Vientos on the lime green for the Mets. Eric R. Getting the Vientos lime green. Adolis Garcia with Texas. David Festa, rookie card for the Twins. Byron Buxton for the Twins. Woo. Marcelo Meyer, nice rookie card for the Red Sox. There's a Mason Wynn on the sepia. That's such a cool looking card. I love that. Congratulations, John R. Again, not anything that, you're certainly not going to go to a card shop or card show and sell it for massive money, but just a cool looking card. There's an Anthony Santander with the Blue Jays. That's going to be followed right up by a Brewer. I like when these guys go together so I can put them up there. Blue Jays and Brewers are staying neck and neck. So there's a Caleb Durbin on the rookie card for the Brewers. Joe Mauer with the Twins. Acuna Jr. with the Braves. Sandy Alcantara on the lime green insert from Miami. That's going to James D.O. Braxton Ashcraft, Pittsburgh with the rookie card. Christian Yelich for the Brewers, wearing half a shirt. So the Brewers put themselves into second place, but a lot of work to do to get to the Mariners. Garrett Cole with a sweet card for the Yankees. Grayson Rodriguez with the Orioles. There is a yours for the taking. Christian Campbell rookie card. Again, these inserts are super cool at a stadium club, and when you can pull the rookies on the insert, that's what you're looking for the most part. It's so weird, by the way. When I was collecting when I was younger, it was always the all-stars. I always wanted the established players. But since I've gotten back into the hobby as an adult, and this is kind of the way the hobby's gone in a lot of ways, outside of guys like Aaron Judge, for the record, it's really the rookies and the prospects that I'm searching for, and I think a lot of other people too. Willie Adames, Phillies, Trey Turner, Pedro Martinez with Boston. There's a Nolan Ryan on the lime green. Cool-looking card. Congratulations to the Houston spot, Chip J. That guy just threw and threw and threw, and his arm was fine. They should just call him anti-pitch count. Corey Seager for Texas. Jace Jung, rookie card for Detroit. Luis Arias with the Padres. Andrew Benintendi with the White Sox. In case of emergency, Derek Jeter, and that is numbered, and it's low numbered out of 99. Congratulations to the Yankees spot, Stephen K. So we pulled an auto and then a Jeter out of 99 out of our blasters so far. Not too shabby. If we get 99 and under, you know what that means on Card Lines Breaks. We get fireworks. Boom, Stephen K. Great looking card. Congratulations. Again, out of 99 on the Jeter. Let's turn the fireworks off. All right. Freak Scooball with Detroit. There's Logan Evans with the Mariners. The Mariners just keep coming. There's rookie cards. There's established players. 14 already. Christian Campbell with a really nice rookie card with the sprinklers there. For Boston, Mick Abel, rookie card for the Phillies. There's Shane Bieber on the green, lime green for Toronto. So Toronto jumps back into a tie for second with the Brewers. There's Bobby Witt Jr. on the Gatorade dump. Josh Naylor with, who else? Seattle Mariners. It's just all the Mariners. 15 already. And whatever you paid for shipping probably wasn't enough. That's crazy. Tomoyuki Sagano, nice rookie card for Baltimore. There's a regular Paul Skeens. In case of emergency, Christian Campbell with Boston. Again, another solid rookie prospect there. So congratulations, Patrick. Daniel O with that Baltimore Sagano. And Patrick, you get the Christian Campbell and the in case of emergency rookie card. Not numbered on a 99. I wish it was. There is Clayton Kershaw with the Dodgers. Max Muncy rookie card with the A's. So let's get the Dodgers a little bit of love on the hit counter. Probably people are going to need to adjust their picks a little bit, although some people might be all right. Ryan Zimmerman, Cole Reagans. There's a Zach Neto on the lime green with the Angels. Angels are Dave S. That's right. Dave's got the entire LA area covered. Dylan Cruz, nice rookie card for Washington. Again, a lot of these are going to get top sleeved. Or sleeved, top loaded as needed off screen, guys. Juan Soto, that's Marty's guy with the Mets. There's a Max Scherzer for the Blue Jays. Well, I suppose I should show you the card as opposed to just pulling it off of there. The Blue Jays are alone in second place. Cam Smith. I don't think we've seen a Cam Smith yet for Houston. Chip J. Congrats. It's a nice looking card. And that's probably the big prospect there. I'll follow that up with a sepia for the Rangers. James D.O. Jacob deGrom on the sepia. There we go. PCA for Chicago. Lou Bob for the other Chicago. Jimmy Rollins for Philadelphia. David Ortiz. Christian Campbell, lime green. That's the card that you're looking for again in these blasters. If you can get the lime green and a solid rookie out of it, that's what you want. So Boston having a pretty nice break here. Patrick B. Getting some decent cards out of there. Congrats. Cal Ripken Jr. for the Orioles. Corbin Burns with the D-backs. Mike Trout with the Angels. I think that's the first Trout we've seen. Adley Rutschman. Orioles. Yours for the taking. Fernando Tatis. Next looking inserts. Going to the San Diego Padres, Dave S. There you go. Ellie De La Cruz listening to the sounds of the bass. Jordan Westburg for Baltimore. Luis Gonzalez with Arizona. There's a Roki Sasaki rookie for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers may not have a ton of cards so far, but the cards they've pulled have been nice. When you get a Shohei, you get the Roki insert rookie card. You get the Roki regular rookie card. That's nice. All right, Andrew, nice card coming for you here. There's a Joey Votto on the lime green. Cool looking picture of Joey Votto in the first place. And then when you put him in the lime green, nice little contrast with the reds. There you go. Color not match. That's a Logan Henderson rookie for the Brewers. So the Brewers are going to get another spot, another number up here. We're up to 34 on the hit counter. Rafael Devers, Gunnar Henderson. There's a Brooks Lee rookie card from Minnesota. Ryan Howard for the Phillies. Salvi Perez with Kansas City. Ozzie Albies with the Braves. Cade Horton, solid rookie card for the Cubs. Derek Jeter for New York. There's a Kyle Manzardo in the lime green for Cleveland. Manzardo is a really highly touted prospect with the Rays. And then got traded. Xavier Edwards, Evan Longoria with the Rays. Sammy Sosa with the Cubs. Aaron Nola with the Phillies. In case of emergency, Ichiro. And so even though he didn't play last year in the Final Four, that is a Mariner. So we're just going to add on to that. If anybody has anything but the Mariners as a prediction, let me just suggest that you change. All right. Oh, hold on. Messing stuff up here. Okay, now we got it. 16 for the Mariners, 35 for the Count. So there's an in case of emergency. Yeah, Andrew, that definitely looked like it was from the field. Looks like it's from the Field of Dreams game. Pretty cool. So there's that Ichiro. It's Seattle again, going out to Dave S. Augustin Ramirez for Miami, and then a Dodger to close it up with Hyesung Kim on the rookie card. So let's add that up there. So we're down to 2 boxes remaining. We're getting we're closer on time here a little bit, but we are, if you're jumping in for prospect, we're running just a little bit behind. I'm going to get the hit counter back up there. And while I open these 2 boxes, you got to finish it off here. So you have to make your last predictions. Now, if you don't have the Mariners, it's not a great call. I mean, if you have the sound on at all, even if you don't have the sound on, you can just see the hit counter. You have to look at the fact that I don't know how the Mariners lose this thing. Now, there's been weirder comebacks in baseball, but I don't know how they lose that thing. So that's an empty box. And then our final box here. House of Cards. I'm going to go Mariners 47. So John R. and Stephanie, if you're hearing me at all, I would highly, highly suggest you find your way off of the Dodgers and the Brewers and find your way to the Mariners. Empty box. All right. So we are getting our last 2 boxes open here. While I open these, you guys got to make your final picks. Yeah, Rick, Mariners 44. Andrew's got Mariners 46. House of Cards, Mariners 47. Again, 2 boxes to go. So we've ripped 5 boxes. So if you're averaging out, you're about 7.2. Not so you're actually at 7.2. Not that anybody cares, but I was the 8th grade conference math champion. So that kind of math I can do. We get higher than that, and I get in trouble now. But 7.2 cards that we've had per box. So if we got 2 more boxes, we're at 14.4. You guys can kind of add that in. We're up at around 50, if that's how it plays out. Now, it doesn't have to play out that way. Again, the Dodgers are at 6, and they didn't have anything in the first 2. So it's quite possible that a card there could be very little in there. We'll see. But again, make your predictions. If you're on anybody other than the Mariners, you might be in a tough spot here. Here we go. YC Believe putting me up at 52. I did see a Dodger in there. If anybody, little inside information that everyone's getting. There's at least a Dodger, so we're not going to end at 36. That part I know. It'd be sweet if we could pull another low-numbered card. If we could pull another auto out of one of these 2 blasters. It's been fun to grab some big cards out of the blasters. So blasters are a super fun rip, but you know that you're getting more volume for the most part than you are the big hits. And obviously hobbies, you get a lot of volume too, but you know within that you're looking at those hits that are coming out of it. So, and we will be hitting some hobbies at the end here when we get to the last break with the Prospect Edition. That one, if you're feeling a need for some autographs, you're feeling a need for some numbered cards, well, that's coming. We're gonna fire up some top loaders for that for sure. You guys thought I was top loading crazy now. Just wait till we get there. All right, there's a Brewer for the record, so we're gonna have at least 2. So we're gonna be at 38 minimum. Max is doing an awesome job in the background here, sorting out the cards so we can get them shipped as quick as possible, and then making sure we get the hit counter squared away as well. We've got to work through my strange sorts, but all right, I believe we are at the end here. If anybody else wants to update their picks, now's the time to do it because we are going to be closing this thing out. House of Cards got a last one in. I'm moving the hit counter off there. Max, when you can, close out the hit counter, please. We'll get down to our last 2 boxes. So good luck, everybody. Let's see where we end up at. Here we go. Alcantara with Miami. Lawbutt with Oakland. Tatis on the Sepia. A good card for San Diego. Congratulations, Dave. Looks like everybody went to Mariners. Stephanie must have disconnected a little bit because she's still on the Brewers. She's still hoping. Brewers 18. I don't think that either one of those is going to hit, but she's hoping. George Brett with the Royals. Spencer Strider with the Braves. Mackenzie Gore with Washington. Seiya Suzuki with the Cubs. There's a nice Caleb Durbin for the Brewers. Not with the Brewers anymore because he got traded, but let's throw him up on the hit counter. Brewers go to 8. They're halfway to Seattle. So if this is just a crazy Brewers box or 2, then Stephanie's got a chance. But nice looking hit for the Brewers. Michael L. Congrats. Chase Dollander for the Rockies. Cool with that shadow there. Austin Riley with the Braves. William Contreras for the Brewers. We've seen a few Contreras cards. So Brewers are going to go up to 9. So again, Michael L., if you're a Contreras fan, you're going to like the volume coming your way. There's Moises Ballesteros rookie card on that lime green. So congratulations, Jeff K. The Cubs have done all right in this break. Garrett Crochet, Chase Mydroth rookie card for the White Sox. Anybody traveling for Easter coming up? If you got family plans or anything you got to go to, share that in the chat too if you don't mind. Braves, Chipper Jones. There's a yours for the taking. That's a Juan Soto. Again, much love to Marty. Or I'm not sure where he was going out of town, but headed out of town. That's why he's not with you guys tonight. There's a Juan Soto. That's for the Mets. Congratulations, Eric. There's a Julio Rodriguez, followed by a Luis Castillo. I'm just showing you those so I can quickly get the change up here. And we've got 18. Paul Konerko for the White Sox. Garcia Parra. Anthony Santander for the Blue Jays. That's on the lime green parallel. The Blue Jays will go to 8. Buster Posey with the Giants. Matt Chapman with the Giants. Mike Trout with the Angels. Shane Bieber, that's a Blue Jay. Nice card. Marcelo Meyer on the lime green. Again, Boston doing well. Patrick B. out of these boxes. Some decent parallels, inserts of your rookies that you're looking for out of there. There's Jacob deGrom with the Rangers. Frankie Alvarez with the Mets. Gleyber Torres with the Tigers. Bo Bichette with the Blue Jays. Chase Utley with the Phillies. Let's get that Bo Bichette counted for the Blue Jays. We're up to 10 on the Blue Jays. They just overtook the Brewers for second. Mason Wynn with the Cardinals. Luis Angel Acuna, rookie card for the Mets with the bubblegum. Jazz Chisholm with the Yankees. There's your Chase Petty. I don't think we'd seen a Chase Petty yet. Andrew, again, Andrew, you've been active in the chat. I've been enjoying what you're doing. You're making my night better, so I'm just giving you a little bit of, I don't think I would always throw that in a top loader, but I think you like Chase Petty, so we're doing it. There you go. There's Lou Bob. Luis Robert Jr. for the White Sox. JJT on the lime green. Larry Walker with the Rockies. Greg Maddux with the Braves. Guy could hit any spot he wanted. That might be the person I'd be most willing to throw a baseball at an apple on top of my head. Would be Greg Maddux. I don't know if anybody's ever thought about that, but I have for some reason. Mike Piazza with the Mets. Michael Harris with the Braves. There's a Shane McClanahan for the Rays on the Sepia card. That one is going out to John R. I just think it's such a cool looking card. There's a Jose Altuve with Houston. Drake Baldwin with the Braves. I don't think we've seen a whole lot of Drake coming through these boxes, but there you go, John G. When you get the Braves, you're hoping to pull a Drake Baldwin. So there, congratulations. Connor Norby with the Marlins on a rookie card. Nick Kurtz with the A's. Congratulations, Paul M. There we go. Followed by a lime green Connor Norby. The Marlins with a nice hit. James D.O. Those lime green parallels, pretty cool cards. All right. Restacking top loaders. Max, I think for the last break, I'm going to need you to get me some more regular top loaders. I'm burning through them faster than I should be, but... All right, sorry for the delay. Michael Busch with the Cubs. Denzel Clark, rookie card with the A's. There's a Dalton Rushing rookie card for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers go up to 7 on the hit counter. Nolan Shanuel with the Angels. There's our Savage Slugger inserts. Manny Machado. If you are San Diego, and Dave S., you're San Diego, if you're in here and you're excited about that Manny Machado card, I'm very happy for you. I've just never liked Manny Machado very much. Kind of a Brewers old school thing, but Honus Wagner, Jackson Merrill, O'Neill Cruz with Pittsburgh, Shota Imanaga. It's a cool picture. There's a nice looking insert for the Cubs. Congratulations, Jeff K. Pete Crow Armstrong in the lime green. Cubs have done well in the stadium view here. There's a nice rookie for the Yankees. Ben Rice. Hit counter stuck at 44 here. You guys, when I was telling you 50, you're going to be like, hey, where's the love? What's happening here? But then Prince Fielder's going to come and help you out. So that's going to bounce us up closer. So Prince Fielder, that's going to be followed by Ken Griffey Jr. So the Mariners went quiet for a little bit. The Mariners are now up to 19. So we're at 46 with a pretty short stack to go here. Luke Keyshaw with the Twins, a rookie card. Yainer Diaz with Houston, Verlander with the Giants, Cody Bellinger with the Yankees, Cole Reagans with the Royals, Yordan Alvarez. There's a Ryan Zimmerman on the green for Washington. Congratulations, Paul. Sonny Gray, Bryce Harper with the Phillies, Cam Smith, nice looking Cam Smith card for Houston. Again, that's Chip J. Ryan Zimmerman on the slide. The concentration, Clayton Kershaw. That's going to take the Dodgers up to 8. There we go on the hit counter to 47. Congrats, Dave, on that one. It's a concentration. Dylan Cruz for the Nationals rookie card. Juan Soto with the Mets. Hunter Green with the Reds. Ben Williamson with the Mariners. The Mariners just want to keep going. They wanted to hit 20. So we're at 48 right now. I'm looking at it. We're right on it for a couple. Remember, if we're within 1, it counts. In case of emergency, Cam Smith with the Astros. It's a nice final insert for this break. Again, that's Chip J. If you were looking for Cam Smith cards tonight, you've got it. Oh, there's a Ken D notice. You guys got some Twins in the first break. There's Tatis Jr. And then the final is Yuri Perez. So there we go. Break number 2 is in the books. Quick recap. And I'm just going to run through these cards again because some of them just got top-loaded because I was fired up. Cam Smith, in case of emergency. Clayton Kershaw, Cam Smith. Ben Rice, Pete Crow Armstrong on the lime green. Manny Machado, Savage Sluggers. Connor Norby, lime green. Nick Kurtz with the rookie card. Drake Baldwin. Shane McClanahan on the sepia. Chase Petty. Marcelo Meyer, lime green rookie. Juan Soto, yours for the taking. Moises Ballesteros. with the Cubs, lime green rookie. Caleb Durbin, lime green rookie for the Brewers. Fernando Tatis Jr. sepia. Ichiro, in case of emergency. Joey Votto with the lime green. Roki Sasaki. Christian Campbell with the lime green. Jacob deGrom with the sepia. Cam Smith with the rookie. Christian Campbell with the in case of emergency rookie. That's one of our bigger hits right there. The Derek Jeter out of 99. Derek Jeter out of 99 for the Yankees. Nolan Ryan from the Astros on the lime green. Christian Campbell, yours for the taking. Mason Wynn on the sepia. Roki Sasaki on the concentration. Shohei. Wyatt Langford, Savage Sluggers. Paul Skeens on the lime green. Andrew McCutchen, sepia. Rhett Lauder. Hunter Green on the sepia. Dylan Cruz on the lime green. Hunter Green on the lime green as well. Luis Angel Acuna, yours for the taking. William Contreras on the lime green. Luis Castillo, sepia. Soto on the lime green. Matt Shaw in case of emergency. Rhett Lauder. Frank Thomas in case of emergency. There's our auto. Chase McDermott. That's again for Baltimore. So congratulations there. Just making sure I didn't miss a numbered, but sweet to get an auto. Gunnar Henderson. Nick Kurtz on the lime green, Buster Posey sepia, and Ryan Howard lime green. So there is our Stadium Club break. Let's take a look at the hit counter, see how we ended up on that. 48 was the total. So everybody had Mariners at the end, which was definitely the smart pick. So Chip J, John R, Andrew B, John G, Curtis F, and Rick L, you got Leprechauns. And then John G and John R, you guys doubled up because one of you hit it on the head. John R and John G were them one. So that's what we got. And again, we'll run Leprechaun races at the end for a buyer's givey. We'll also run Leprechaun races at the end for the hit counter, which some of you have put together some Leprechauns. So that takes us to our final. I'm going to bring up the schedule just real quick. Oh, my bad. There we go. We're at our final one. It's supposed to be at 9:30, so we're about 15 minutes behind, but we're going to get into our Panini Prospect Edition. These are super fun boxes to rip. We're going to rip 2 of them, then we're going to finalize the hit counter, and then we'll rip the other 2. So let's get that off of there. You get the team list ready to go. All right, so here is our team list. This is where we're at on this one. We've got 4. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. Panini Prospect Edition hobby boxes. Not that I'm setting myself up here, but last time I opened these, I pulled a Bobby Witt Jr. Kaboom. So, I mean, I can't make promises here. Kansas City is Steve F. I mean, I'd love to do it again. I think Steve F. had him last time when we pulled the Bobby Witt. So I'm hoping you're enjoying that once it shows up. But that's what we're looking at. So let's run through while I open these first couple boxes. We've got Eric M. with the D-backs, Chip J. with the Braves, Daniel O. with the Red Sox, Eric M. with the Cubs, Timothy C. with the White Sox, Joel O. with the Reds, Chris F. with the Guardians, Timothy C. with the Rockies. There's box number 1. Ooh. Sliding at you there. There you go. So we're Rockies, Timothy C. We've got William F. with the Tigers, Dwayne M. with the Astros. Royals are Steve F., Brian B.R. with the Angels, Brian B.I. with the Dodgers, Terry T. with the Marlins. Brewers are Michael S., Brian B.R. with the Twins, Jeffrey D. with the Mets. Yankees are William F., A's are Timothy C., Phillies are Benjamin M., Pirates are William F., Padres Brian B.R., Giants Dave S., Mariners Brian B.R., Cardinals William F., Rays Timothy C., Rangers Brian B.R., Blue Jays Michael S., Nationals Jason R., and our NIL high school and college players John G. So here is a box number 2. Let's get that guy open. Again, we got 4 autos that are going to come out of this. You've got numbered cards. You've got, again, these are our prospects. Some of the bigger prospects show up. So fun stuff to get into. This is one of those hobbies you definitely want to get there. A nice Roman Kaboom would be sick. Hey, I love it. Type it into existence. Should be Curtis on Guardians, not Chris. Can you check that? Max, it's YC Believes telling me Curtis should be on the Guardians. Okay, we're going to get that fixed. So, all right. Now, you're going to get a chance for a bonus Leprechaun one more time because I'm going to put the hit counter up there. So, Diamondbacks, Rays, Rockies, and Marlins. If you can tell me, first one in the chat to tell me why it's these 4 teams, that are going to be on here. Why is it these 4? Last time we had the final 4 from last year. To go with the fact that we're at the final 4 for basketball, and the women's are getting to the final 4. They're at the Elite 8 right now, but for the men's tourney, one of my favorite sporting events, one of my favorite times of the year. Oh, Andrew, last 4 expansion teams. You got it. You got it. So Andrew will get a bonus. Max will get that taken care of for us when he gets a chance. So yes, last 4 expansion teams. These are the newest teams in MLB. So I was going with kind of the final 4s or the newer 4s. That's not what we did, obviously, with Archives. Archives, we did some pairings, but I was in a basketball kind of final 4 mood. And so that's what I chose to go with for the hit counter. So Andrew will get a bonus Leprechaun. Max has already got it in there for you, Andrew, because he's that good. It's that good. All the behind-the-scenes stuff. You have no idea how much work he's doing back there. I'm just here talking and poorly opening cards. The cards I'm opening are good, but getting into the packs has not been a strong suit tonight. So you can make your predictions if you'd like to. Again, Diamondbacks, Rays, Rockies, Marlins. You're picking which team is going to have the most. So who's going to have more players? You're picking that, and then you are going to give from there. Oh, sorry, eBay. I got to get down to my new message. There's J-Dog had the. I don't know if J-Dog was in there with the newest teams. You know what? Let's give J-Dog a bonus too, because I wasn't up to date on my eBay the way that I should have been. Andrew, I love the trivia coming. Keep it coming without the leprechauns. We can work on it. Yeah, J-Dog, we're gonna get you one too. J-Dog will get a spot on there. So Max, you get a chance. J-Dog, a leprechaun, because I didn't look properly at that eBay chat the way that I should have. So. Sometimes we make mistakes, but if we make mistakes, we try to make up for it. Try to make sure we make it right. So I got Rockies at 21. That's good. All right, we're getting the hit counter off, and let's get rolling here. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Prospect Edition is something. All right. We got Heston Kjerstad with Baltimore. Henry Lillane with New York. Backwards card. We've got a Jonathan Azirwa, Baltimore. So congratulations to Daniel O. Let me get that into a sleeve. And that one is going to be numbered. How about we start with a 2 out of 10, people? How about we go out of 10 for our first number card? That's 3 cards into the box. We didn't even get more than 4 cards in. 3 cards into the box. And we just pulled an out of 10 auto of Joseph Zira. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Love that. All right, so again, that's Daniel O with a fantastic out of 10 to get us started. Ricardo Cabrera from Cincinnati. I didn't look. Oh, no reds on this one, huh, Andrew? The Ping, Luke Stevenson. That's with Seattle. That's the Scale, Jamie Arnold. That's Oakland. Kemp Alderman with Miami. So that's our first up there with the Marlins. We're at 1. Jonathan Santucci with New York. Braylon Dowdy with Cleveland. Mason White with Boston. Ryan Goldschmidt with Arizona. Or Ryan Waldschmidt, sorry. Goldschmidt, Paul Goldschmidt's a different guy. So let's set that over there. Let's get Diamondbacks a spot. All right, let's think of some more trivia here. Let's go with I'm struggling on because I'm focusing on the cards here. Let's go with who was the National League MVP before Ohtani. So Ohtani obviously got it. Who was the National League MVP before Ohtani? And Max, I might need you to look that up for me because I asked it and I'm not positive of the answer. Max can. That's just a question. It's not a. Acuna. Was Acuna our most recent? That's Tampa Bay right there. That's a Brendan Summerhill. Max is looking up to see if Acuna is the correct answer. I was just kind of trying to come up with one. Hey, and while we're doing that, there's a Thatcher Hurd I got another Acuna guess. That must be accurate. Last couple national, so maybe I should know the answer to questions before I ask them. But I was on the spot. It was a pressure situation. So there we go. Thatcher Hurd for New York. I believe Thatcher Hurd is for the Mets. Maybe you can look that up too, Max. I know I'm throwing a lot at you back there, but I believe that's for the Mets. But that's out of 99, so we got to hit some fireworks.
Acuna was.
Okay.
Before Ohtani.
So before Ohtani, it was Ronald Acuna Jr. So well done. That's good work. Again, that was just me throwing out some trivia. So I feel like I could go to the social studies teacher in me and start throwing out some other stuff. There's Josh Hartle with Cleveland. Gavin Keelan. There's a Cam Smith for Houston. Cole Young for Seattle. There's a Tampa Bay auto, Mac Horvath. Congratulations, Timothy C. Not numbered, but a nice looking autograph from Mac Horvath that'll also go on our hit counter. All right, I'm going to go into my wheelhouse here. I apologize, but I'm going to my wheelhouse. Who is considered the founder of operant conditioning? The founder of operant conditioning. There's Nicky Becker for Seattle. And that's going to be out of 39. It's hard to see those. That's out of 39. That's a great looking card for Seattle. Congratulations, Brian BR. Anybody hitting me with considered the founder? Let me get fireworks up here. I got to be ready for that. Founder, and I don't need Max to look that one up. Did you find out Thatcher Hurd, by the way, for sure? Yankees. Okay, he's with the Yankees. It's a nice hit there. I got some congrats going. I like that. There is a Merrick Houston. That's from Minnesota. Bryce Eldridge. Oh, I got to get the fireworks over there. Sorry, guys. Bryce Eldridge with San Francisco. Herschman Waldrop with Atlanta. Billy Amick with Minnesota. Andrew Painter with Philadelphia. Minnesota, Dasan Hill. There's an Arun Escobar autograph for Philadelphia. Benjamin M. I got to update my eBay here. Well, it was not Pavlov. That's a solid guess. Pavlov was classical conditioning. It's not Pavlov. And that autograph is out of 125 for the Escobar. So congratulations on the Phillies spot. Billy Carlson for Chicago. Another Chicago with Noah Schultz. There's a Ben Hess for New York out of 299. Congratulations, William F. There it is. BF Skinner. J. Joe, I think that's Skip. Or Chip, rather. Chip J. Nicely done. BF Skinner. There's Riley Kelly for Colorado. That's going to go up to our hit counter. Rockies are on the board. So all of the last four expansion teams are on the board. Mason Adams with Chicago. Chase Shores. There's a Nick Kurtz card for Oakland. Timothy C. Interesting that these still say Oakland on them, too. 2025. But there's an auto of blue chip. Liam Doyle for St. Louis. William F. Nice looking card out of there. Those blue chips. Just kind of fun autos. I know not every team has them. It's a cool looking card. Got that little poker chip look to it. There you go. There's Mitch Jebb with Pittsburgh. Colt Emerson with Seattle on the prepping for the pros. Enrique Bradfield Jr. out of 199 for Baltimore. Congratulations, Daniel. Yeah, William F. is doing well right now. Agreed. Song Joon Kim for Texas. J.B. Middleton for Colorado. The Rockies up to 2, so they're tied with the Rays for the lead. Nick Potter for Houston. George Lombard Jr. for New York. Nicky Becker for Seattle. San Diego Cruz Schoolcraft. Part of the fun of opening these two, especially the way we do it, is that you see this card, you know it's numbered, and then you flip it over and find out that it's out of 199. So nice card for San Diego, Brian BR. There's an Eli Willits for Washington. It's definitely one of those cards that you've been hoping for if you have the Washington spot. So Jason, you'd like it numbered, but Willits is a solid prospect there. Speaking of solid prospects, Colorado gets another one out of 99, Ethan Holiday. Ethan Holiday, that's going to Colorado and Timothy C. Congratulations. We get some fireworks. There it is, out of 99. We get up here and put the Rockies in the lead with 3. Get down here, turn the fireworks off so we can keep moving. Congratulations on the nice holiday. Noah Schultz for Chicago. Chase Burns, solid rookie for Cincinnati. Aaron Judge with New York. Liam Doyle with St. Louis. Nate Snead with Los Angeles. Jace Laviolette. Again, I'm pretty good with names. That one I just have not figured out where I'm supposed to go with that one yet. And that's going to be numbered out of 99. So that's more fireworks. Boom. For the Cleveland spot. Curtis F. We got your name right on there, and we got you a nice Jace out of 99. Congratulations. Sorry we had Chris on there in the first place, but we got it squared away. Noah Schultz, prepping for the pros for Chicago. There's a Charlie Soto out of 299. See, it's taking quite a while to get through. Not that many cards in 2 boxes, just because there's so many numbered cards, just so many good cards that are out there. It's wild. So Charlie Soto, congratulations to the Minnesota spot, Brian BR. There's a Cam Smith, nice Houston rookie. Cole Young for Seattle. Luis Angel Acuna for New York. Edgar Caro for Chicago. There's Antonio Jimenez. There's a Franklin Arias for Boston. That one's going to be numbered out of 199. Congratulations to our Boston spot, Richard L. You're going to actually get another card right after that with a Marcelo Meyer on the domination. Next card there. Caden Bodine on the ping. Sorry. I second guessed myself. Decided Marcelo Meyer domination insert. Should probably get top loaded here. So that with the pile of goodies. Casey Saki with Chicago. Jose DePaula with Los Angeles. Carson Benj with New York. That's a solid prospect. Blake Mitchell with Kansas City. And we have got a redemption. Our redemption is going to be Max Williams on the Hollow Prospect Ticket Signature Purple Scope. Max Williams. Can you help us out, Max, and figure out where Max Williams is at, with where he's at on the checklist? I don't know how you guys feel about redemptions. I think it's kind of fun because it's like you get a bonus, you get something else in the mail.
Marlins.
With the Marlins? All right, well, that goes up on our hit counter, too. And that goes to Terry T. So the Marlins go up to 2. Just going to put a sticky note on this guy. All right, put that in our pile up there. All right, let's keep going as we get through the boxes. Braylon Doty with Cleveland. That's our scale of Kason Cunningham. That's going to Arizona. So Arizona up to 2 on the hit counter. Going to follow that up with Colorado out of 99. Riley Kelly. Timothy C. getting a Riley Kelly out of 99. This is why I asked Max to give me more top loaders, which he did, which is great. Oh, that one broke on me. Make sure we're doing this right. You get a card out of 99. First of all, we got to make sure the top loader's good, and then we got to get fireworks going. Here we go. I'm going to get Colorado up for another one on the hit counter. They're in the lead already. They now go to 4. And we're going to follow that up with the Diamondbacks getting another one right away. Get the Tommy Troy for Arizona. Kyle Lodice for Chicago. Songjung Kim for Texas. J.B. Middleton for Colorado. Let's get another Rocky up there. Rocky's in the lead with 5. Mitch Jebb on the auto for Pittsburgh. Congratulations, William. Mitch Jebb. New set of top loaders there. Again, I had to refresh, and we aren't even halfway through. Billy Carlson with Chicago. The Slater DeBrun with Baltimore on the ping. Chicago prepping for the pros. Braden Montgomery. Jace Laviolette with Cleveland. Chase Dollander with Colorado. So the Rockies add another one. Getting to the end of these two boxes. Noah Schultz. Chase Burns for Cincinnati. There is a Miami Marlin Cam Canarella on the auto. That's going to add to the Marlins. One thing I do wish they would do differently is that it wouldn't be so clearly the sticker down on the bottom. I mean, that's just the nature of the way these things go. It's still a super cool card. I certainly wouldn't throw it out. I just wish that the on card just looks a little sharper sometimes, in my opinion. Maybe you guys disagree. That's fair too. Checking eBay, making sure I'm in a good spot. All right. Kyle DeBard with Minnesota. Ike Irish on the domination. Cam Smith for Houston out of 299. Congratulations is going to Dwayne. Nice numbered Cam Smith card. Go. Alex Freeland with Los Angeles. Thatcher Hurd with New York. Easton Carmichael with Pittsburgh. Arun Escobar with Philadelphia. We got a nice auto from his earlier. Ooh, franchise futures. Braxton Ashcraft for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got a couple autos here. Congratulations, William F. on the franchise futures. That's a cool looking card. Cool auto right there. Hurston Waldrop for Atlanta. That's going to be numbered. I think that's out of 199. That is out of 199. 29 out of 199. Congratulations going to Chip. Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers. It's our first Miz. We hadn't seen a Miz yet. Michael S. with the Mizorowski domination. Boy, was he good on opening day. See if he can keep doing that. Noah Schultz for Chicago for the prep and for the pros. Braylon Doty, and then Mason White. So that is the halfway point, everyone. I'm going to bring the hit counter up while we get these last two boxes ready to go. The Rockies have a nice lead here. All right, they're at 6, so you're looking at making probably predictions on the Rockies, but you can move around that if you want. We're at 14 so far. Okay, so 14 means that we're halfway there. Obviously, math tells me we're going to run in somewhere in the range of 28, most likely. But it could go up, it could go down. I'm going to say 28 exactly is my pick. That's what I'm going to predict. So there's empty box number 3. So you have until I'm done opening these and getting these packs ripped. And once I finish that up, then you guys will have them closed out. Then once we close them, no more predictions. And then once we're done with this break, we'll do a recap. We'll see where we're at on the hit counter. And then we will do our Buyers Gibby Leprechaun race along with our hit counter Leprechaun race. So you guys that have been playing all night got a chance to win some packs. Some Chronicles and some Select 21 and 22 packs. So, all right. Again, make those predictions. Kind of finalize where we're at here. I see some Rockies 26. I see some Rays 10. You're not going to want to go. So JMR, you're predicting the total number between all of them. So not for one of them. So JMR, you're going to want to make a prediction that's going to be higher than where we're at right now. We're at 14. So it's all of them totaled up. All right, going to 30. That's a solid shift. Being able to pivot quickly is a superior quality. I like it. Marlins 29. I like some confidence that they can come back. And it seems like Rockies is probably the most likely pick right now. But again, you never know. It's not out of reach. It's not like, I mean, I would say the Mariners last break. For those of you that weren't here for this, that was out of reach. I'm not really sure how any team would have gotten to where they were at with that mix. But it could happen here. I mean, the Rays haven't shown up a whole lot, but that's one of the things with these prospect packs, too, these prospect boxes. You can go quiet, and then just, sorry, pun completely intended. You can go quiet, and then kaboom. and then it hits, which obviously we'd love to hit a kaboom. You can boo in the chat, by the way, too, if you think that joke was terrible. I thought about it ahead of time. I fully own it. That's where I went right there. So if you want to boo, by all means, feel free. I probably deserve it. All right. Speaking of that kaboom, I just saw Bobby Witt Jr. Not a kaboom. That was super cool. On my first night breaking with card lines, to pull a Bobby Witt Jr. kaboom. And card lines have been hot lately. A couple different kabooms that have been pulled. Mike Evans, the heavy lumber, Frank Thomas just the other day by Marty. Part of the fun of joining card lines. And again, we got another opportunity for you guys on Thursday. So Thursday day game, we'll have a day break. We've got some football going. That'll be a fun switch up. Getting on those, again, those are on eBay. Right now, they're live, they're active. You can jump in on those. So, all right, we are going to get our final picks in. If you don't have your final picks in, we're closing it off. So I'm going to get rid of the hit counter when Max gets a chance. Max, please close the hit counter. And here we go with our final 2 boxes in the night. Good luck, everybody. Brady Ebel, solid prospect for Milwaukee. Kyson Witherspoon for Boston. Speaking of solid prospects for Milwaukee, that's a fantastic card. Jesus Made, Michael S. Beauty of a card. We're going to hold some suspense here while I get it in the top loader so that we're solid with it. Flip that thing over, and that's out of 75. 62 out of 75 on the Made. Boom! That's where you're looking. Like, I have... That's one of the fun things. You get to open these cards and look at them, but then you get envy, right? You get a little bit of jealousy. You're like, ooh, baby. Like, that's a great card. As a Brewers fan, I love it. Michael S., congratulations. Super excited that this card's going to be coming to you. There's a nice Jesus Made. Tyler Bremner from Los Angeles. That's a ping Ethan Holiday, and that's going to be a nice hit for Colorado. They're going to go up to 7. Now we're going to get a numbered ping. There's that guy, Jace Laviolette. He just is like, I got to go online tonight. I have to take care of my business. I need to be better. I need to be able to improve, and I'm going to figure out how I'm supposed to pronounce his name so that when I run into him again, I get it right. But that's out of 199 on the ping. It's a nice-looking card. Congratulations, Cleveland Curtis. Carter Jensen for Kansas City. Charlie Condon for Colorado. That's a Colorado hit. Or a Colorado on the hit counter, if you will. So, again, Rockies seem to be moving away here. They're at 8. The next closest is 3. Devin Taylor with Oakland. Michael Oliveto, with Detroit. Ixon Henderson with St. Louis. Justin Lamkin with Kansas City. A domination, Cade Anderson for Seattle. St. Louis, Ixon Henderson out of 199. Congratulations going to William F. St. Louis spot. Right out of 199. So we've got the redemption. We've got the first auto we had out of 10. 3 cards into this thing. I think the Made is the one that's really got my attention. So that was Miles Naylor. Eli Willits, nice card for Washington. Owen Hall for Detroit. Malcolm Moore for Texas. There's a hit counter for the Diamondbacks and Dean Livingston with the auto for Arizona. That's going to be out of 149. That's an Arizona spot, and actually there's another Arizona spot. The same gentleman, Dean Livingston, decided he wanted to show up repeatedly. So we're going to come up here. We're going to give Arizona 2, actually, because there's one Dean Livingston. And then here's our second Dean Livingston, also numbered out of 149. So congratulations to the Arizona spot, Eric M. It's nice when you get cards. It's even nicer when you get just 2 of them in a row. Cut the Spence. La Violette. House of Cards is helping me out. La Violette. Oh, see, this is why you guys are great. This is part, in all fairness, like I was on that side of it with you guys. For most of the time, I was, in the breaks at different spots. That's one thing I just enjoyed. There was solid community with card lines. There's people out there. So I put this one on the hit counter already. There's a Charlie Condon prepping for the pros. It's a really nice card. We get an Eli Willits on that scale for Washington. Again, another good card. We'll get those sleeved and top loaded as well. Those are solid. Arun Escobar with Philadelphia. There's Jared Thomas with Colorado. So we're going to have another Rocky. Rockies go up to 10. My goodness. You know what? Again, I'm having second guessing myself with this. The Willets, I want to get into a top loader right away, and the Charlie Condon prepping, I want to get in there right away too. So bear with me for a second here. I probably need to be better at just making that quick decision. La Violette. I'm just going to keep looking at that. Cal DeBarge for Minnesota. Caden Bodine for Baltimore. We've got another of our redemptions here. This one's going to be a Slater DeBrun. If I'm correct, Slater DeBrun is a Baltimore. Yeah, Max will take a look for us when he gets a second. But Future Legend signature. Pretty sure Slater goes to Baltimore. Unless I'm wrong. Congratulations, Daniel. I'm wrong. Not congratulations, Daniel. Max will let us know here. I'll mark that in a second. There's Dean Curley for Cleveland while we're waiting. That's going to be out of 199. There we go. Congratulations. Next up, we got Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh on the domination. Followed by Mitch Jeb for Pittsburgh out of 299. So again, back-to-back seems to be the theme here. Made a point of Ken D and how much they enjoyed the Twins, and now we're seeing twin cards to some degree coming out. Nate Snead with Los Angeles, Easton Carmichael with Pittsburgh, Griff O'Farrell with Baltimore, Enrique Bradfield Jr. with Baltimore, Merrick Houston with Minnesota. Did we find Slater DeBrun?
Yeah, he is.
He's Baltimore?
Yes.
Okay. I was correct on Baltimore. Sure we don't we sort properly like we always want to. Billy Carlson, that's going to be a nice numbered card. That's going to be out of 39, ladies and gentlemen. That's Chicago, Billy Carlson. Let's get down to get some fireworks going. Billy Carlson with Chicago. I believe that's the White Sox. Timothy. Congrats. Fireworks off of there. Very nice. Steel Hall on the ping for Cincinnati. Bazana on the prepping for the pros with Cleveland. Curious if anybody's kind of knows how Bazana is doing as he's coming up through the minors. What that looks like. Aaron Judge with New York. Liam Doyle with St. Louis. Bobby Witt Jr. Joseph Zierwa with Baltimore. That's who we got that sweet auto from. Justin Lampkin, speaking of sweet autos with Kansas City, Justin Lampkin's going to get this for Steve F. And that's going to be numbered to 99. So we got fireworks going for that one too. Congratulations, Steve. Steve's still doing well. Kason Cunningham is going to be an Arizona card, and I'm going to add that to the hit right in a second with Augustin Ramirez for Miami. So the Diamondbacks get a hit or get a number. They go up to 6. The Marlins go up to 4. Walker Martin out of 49. That one just kind of sneaks up on you with that teal coloring on it, but that's a cool card for San Francisco. Congratulations, Dave S. Again, out of 49. Let's get the fireworks going. I should bring out the disco ball here. It's been a little bit, but we'll just stick with the fireworks. We'll keep it moving. Get that off of there. Now that I said it, I feel like I gotta find. Let's just stick with fireworks, right? Okay. Edgar Caro with the White Sox. Antonio Jimenez with New York. Mac Horvath. There's a Tampa Bay card. We haven't seen too many of those. So we're going to get Mac Horvath with the Rays up there. The hit counter is going to find its way to 23. Jordan Yost with Detroit. Carter Jensen on the auto for Kansas City. Congrats, Steve F. I'm going to call him Nostradamus. He apparently knew exactly where to go with these. A little speck got on there. We got that cleaned off. Carter Jensen, Kansas City auto. Nice. There's Brady House. That's card for Washington. Prepping for the pros for Bryce Rainier. There we've got Tyler Bremer for Los Angeles. It's on the scale. Cash Mayfield with San Diego. Tyler Bremer with Los Angeles. Franklin Arias with Boston. Kyle Teal with the White Sox. Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers. The Miz, one of the nicer cards you're looking for in the Topps 26 Series 1, too. Kyson Witherspoon with Boston. Iva Arquette for Miami. That's going to take the Marlins up to 5. And, Marlins Diamondbacks might be able to chase down the Rockies. We'll see. Except for Cole Carrick is going to jump right in on the next card and say, nope, not going to happen. And I just about ran past that one, guys. That is, again, out of 49. Sneaking up. We're calling this one the Teal Box. The Teal Box out of 49. We caught it, though. Timothy C., congratulations. Nice Colorado out of 49. I'm going to get the fireworks going while I add the Rocky back up here, make that 11. Rockies are pretty secure at this point in time, probably in the lead. Congrats. Max Anderson with Detroit. Dean Curley with Cleveland. Justin Lamkin with Kansas City. Colin Houck with New York. We're going to get an auto here with Dylan Dreiling for Texas. Congrats to our Rangers spot, Brian B.R. And that is out of 75. Just like that Ma Day before, that's out of 75 going there. Congratulations. Again, these boxes, when you see prospects in our eBay listings, you want to get involved. It's crazy how many hits we pull out of these things. Right behind that is Noble Meyer that we're going to add to the list. There's a Noble Meyer. And Noble Meyer is numbered to 99. So not only do we throw some more fireworks up there, we get up to the hit with the Marlins. We put them to 6. We're at 26 total at this point in time. Okay, a couple of you right now are saying, hey, hold up, not too much further because there's some predictions at 27. All right, but congratulations on that card. All right, Philadelphia, Andrew Painter, prepping for the pros. There's an out of 199 on the Caden Bodine for Baltimore on the ping. So congratulations again to the Baltimore spot, Daniel O. You get the redemption with DeBruyne. You got the 199 here. Nice cards coming through there. Anthony Schiefelbein with Detroit. Billy Carlson with Chicago. Brandon Neely with Boston. Max Williams with Miami. Let's get to that up to 7. And then we've got another Blue Chips autograph, Cruz Schoolcraft with San Diego. Cruz Schoolcraft, San Diego. So congratulations, Brian B.R. Cool looking card on that Blue Chip Cruz Schoolcraft auto. Dylan Dreiling with Texas. Noah Schultz with Chicago. There's a Tampa Bay Gary Gilhill out of 199. So we're going to get that sleeved and top loaded. And then we're going to get up here and get the raise to 4. Hit counter is now at 28. We still got a stack of cards to go. We might, those of you that were at 27 might be in trouble. Rodney Green with Oakland. Braylon Payne with the Brewers. Esteban Mejia with Baltimore. Seth Hernandez with Pittsburgh. Zaire Nyans with Houston. So far, so good if you want it to hold. Enrique Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore. Again, another solid Daniel card with Baltimore. And the Enrique Bradfield is going to be out of 199. So, congrats to the Baltimore spots. Gavin Keelan on the ping. It's going to San Francisco. Prepping for the pros, Cam Caminiti. Braden Taylor with Tampa Bay is going to put our hit counter out of reach if you happen to be at 27. So the Rays go up to 5, and we are now at 29. Micah Buckman with Toronto. Sung Kim, rookie with Los Angeles. Bubba Chandler for Pittsburgh. Nice prospect. There's a Darren Baker with Washington. Congratulations, Jason R. And that's numbered out of 99. Fireworks rolling. All right, a couple more cards left. Carson Benj. The Drew Burris. We haven't seen a whole lot of love for the NIL high school spot and college spot, but there's one. There's Drew Burris on the domination, so we'll get you something there, thankfully, tonight. Jordan Yost out of 299 for Detroit. I think that's going to be our last numbered card. Just a couple cards left to go, and then we'll call it the end here. Braxton Ashcraft, and then Kalen Culpepper for Minnesota. So that is a heck of a break coming out of the prospect. It's such a fun rip. The prospect edition just hits you with it. Quick recap here. Jordan Yost out of 299. Drew Burris. Darren Baker auto for Washington out of 99. Enrique Bradfield Jr. is out of 199. Gary Gilhill out of 199. Cruz Schoolcraft on the blue chip. 199 on the ping for Caden Bodine. Noble Meyer is going to be a numbered card out of 99. Dylan Dreiling is going to be numbered out of 75, I believe that one was. Yep. Cole Carrig out of 49. Jacob Mizarowski. Carter Jensen on the auto. Walker Martin out of 49. Justin Lamkin on the auto, numbered out of 99. Travis Bazzana prepping for the pros. Billy Carlson, that's out of 39. That Slater DeBrun on the redemption. Mitch Jebb out of 299. Paul Skeens. Dean Curley's out of 199. Charlie Condon prepping for the pros. Eli Willits with the scale. Dean Livingston's out of 149. Dean Livingston auto is also out of 149. Ixon Henderson out of 199. The ping for Jace Laviolette out of 199. I'm learning. We're getting there. The Jesus Made out of 75. Love that card. Mizrowski domination. Hurston Waldrip is out of 199. Braxton Ashcraft on the franchise futures. Cam Smith out of 299. Cam Canarella with the auto. Mitch Jebb with the auto. Riley Kelly out of 99. The Max Williams on the redemption. Domination for Marcelo Meyer. Franklin Arias out of 199. Charlie Soto 299. Jace Laviolette is numbered there out of 99. Out of 99, Ethan Holiday on the domination. Cruz Schoolcraft is out of 199. 199, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Liam Doyle on the blue chip auto. Nick Kurtz. Ben Hess out of 299. Arun Escobar coming out of 125. Nikki Becker is out of 39. Mac Horvath for Tampa Bay for the auto. Thatcher Hurd out of 99. And this is, again, our third card. Joseph Zirwa out of 10. You can see it, sort of. Sorry. There we go, out of 10. So just a phenomenal rip as always. And that's going to get us to take a look at where our hit counter ended up at and bring us to the end of the night leprechaun races. So we ended up at 29. Rockies ran away with it. So Bill F., John R., Curtis F., and Andrew B., you got leprechauns. And then the John R., you doubled up. Jason R. and Terry T., you got a single leprechaun because your number was right. And then Curtis F. and Andrew B., you doubled up as well. So the leprechauns, we're going to make sure Max has got those squared away, but we are going to start by actually going to our leprechaun race for the buyer's givey. So what we're going to do is keep this relatively simple here. Oh, turn on fireworks. We're going to run the leprechaun race. Got all of the names of the buyers that are in there. Okay, we're going to run this thing for 19 seconds. Okay, we're going to go the top 4. So there are 4 packs here. Okay, it's going to go Chronicles 1, Chronicles 2, Select 3, Select 4. All right, so that's the order we're going to go in for the buyer's givey. So the top 4 racers in this thing, and we'll turn it up so we can hear them a little bit. Top 4 racers are going to get it. Good luck to everybody. Thank you for buying in. If you're still in the chat and have been a part of it tonight, thanks for joining us. We're off and running. 14 seconds to go with 91 leprechauns. There's it's not often you see a lot of clearance right away. We do make the stipulation that you can only win once, so if you have 2 spots that end up in the top 4, you will just get one of the top cards. So, like I'm gonna pass. Oh, my bad. I did not include the Leprechaun race on the screen. Sorry. My goat is not in honor of Robin Young, but I appreciate that. So that was the race. I promise you it was done honestly. It happened. And so those are your winners. Yeah, can't see those leprechauns. My bad. And Chip, you were right there. So John R., you're going to get a pack of Chronicles. Stephen K., you're going to get a pack of Chronicles. Nicholas B., and again, this was our buyer's giving. You're going to get a pack. Yeah, Andrew, I botched that one. We'll make sure on the hit counter we're going to get that right. And John G., you're going to get a pack of Select. So congrats on that. Now we're going to get to our settings. Back to our settings. We're going to edit our list. We're going to delete all of these. We're going to go and get... Take that off there for 1 second, guys. We're going to go and get all of our winners that we had for the hit counter, and there's a little bit of bonus that was in there too. Get you guys in there. So 29 leprechauns earned. Now let's get the leprechaun race up there like it should be. There we go. 19 seconds. We're going to shuffle it 3 times because we had 3 breaks tonight. Again, top 3 spots. So if you are number 1, you're going to get a Chronicles pack. If you're number 2, you're going to get a Chronicles pack. And I know you can't see them, but they're there. If you're number 3, you're going to get a Select pack. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Again, all in one bunch right now with 11 seconds. I see Andrew racing out to a lead. Will he hold it? Certainly looks like it. There it is. And John G might have run in there at the end. Let's see. So, Andrew, you've got... Once we got you so you can see it. You've got a Chronicles pack coming your way. And John R., you've got a Chronicles pack coming your way. And then Curtis F., you have got a Select pack coming your way. All right. So we can get those guys off of the screen. So that's going to do it for tonight. I know we ran a little bit long, but want to thank you guys that were part of the chat. Thank you. Yeah, we do show the race, Rick. Again, that was my mistake on there. I didn't have that up there. But big thanks to Max for all the work he did in the background. Thank you to you guys for being a part of this. Again, we have another break on Thursday. We'll look forward to you guys jumping into some spots there, ripping some football at that point in time. Go to the Cardlines website, jump in, get a part of that newsletter, find that content on YouTube with Jesse. Make sure you like on YouTube, and just keep supporting it. We built something nice here, and it's great to have you guys be a part of it. And it's just, we're having fun with the hobby. That's the idea. So thanks so much to everybody for being here tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and hope the week is going great for you. So take care, everybody, and thanks for being a part of Cardlines Breaks on a Monday night.